she was. May her Papa Joe! Papa Joe! Papa Joe!
Bright, daring, and unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like to grow up beside that blaze of grace, elegance, mischief, and excitement? That is a story I want to share. She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant, dramatic, action-packed tales, delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela, turning the animal kingdom into strength, bright, daring, and unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like to grow up beside that blaze of grace, elegance, mischief, and excitement? That is a story I want to share. She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant, dramatic, action-packed tales, delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela, turning the animal kingdom into strength, bright, daring, and unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like to grow up beside that blaze of grace, elegance, mischief, and excitement. That is a story I want to share. She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant, dramatic, action-packed tales, delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela, turning the animal kingdom into strength, bright,
In your shorts is a rich display of Asante culture and heritage. The King, His Majesty Otumfuo Oseifutu II, sends a delegation headed by the Asante Achim Domia Brahmahini to pay their respects and esteem to his daughter, a beloved daughter of Asanteman and Ghanaman, the late Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Achiman Rawlings. In your shorts is a rich display of Asante culture and heritage. The King, His Majesty Otumfuo Oseifutu II, sends a delegation headed by the Asante Achim Domia Brahmahini to pay their respects and esteem to his daughter, a beloved daughter of Asanteman and Ghanaman, the late Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Achiman Rawlings. In your shorts is a rich display of Asante culture and heritage. The King, His Majesty Otumfuo Oseifutu II, sends a delegation headed by the Asante Achim Domia Brahmahini to pay their respects and esteem to his daughter, a beloved daughter of Asanteman and Ghanaman, the late Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Achiman Rawlings. In your shorts is a rich display of Asante culture and heritage. The King, His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II, sends a delegation headed by the Asante Domia Brahmahini to pay their respects and esteem to his daughter, a beloved daughter of Asanteman and Ghanaman, the late Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Achiman Rawlings. In your shorts is a rich display of Asante culture and heritage. The King, His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II, sends a delegation headed by the Asante Domia Brahmahini to pay their respects and esteem to his daughter, a beloved daughter of Asanteman and Ghanaman, the late Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Achiman Rawlings. In your shorts is a rich display of Asante culture and heritage. The King, His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II, sends a delegation headed by the Asante Domia Brahmahini to pay their respects and esteem to his daughter, a beloved daughter of Asanteman and Ghanaman, the late Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Achiman Rawlings.
And unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like to grow up beside that blaze of grace, elegance, mischief, and excitement? That is a story I want to share. She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant, dramatic, action-packed tales, delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela, turning the animal kingdom into strength bright, daring, and unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like to grow up beside that blaze of grace, elegance, mischief, and excitement? That is a story I want to share. She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant.
Nana Kunedu Ajimai Rollins Kane Mampeni Jerry John Rollins ne who can any doyere akuma mudo enchayo na papa koye na enne ono nso wokwe ebusua ensem ne doso but ye ha
highlifeng.com. Dramatic, action-packed tales delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela, turning the animal kingdom into strength, bright, daring, and unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like to grow up beside that blaze of grace, elegance, mischief, and excitement? That is a story I want to share. She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant, dramatic, action-packed tales delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela, turning the animal kingdom into strength, bright, daring, and unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like?
Blazer. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rollins. With hearts full of reverence, the National Democratic Congress today bows to honor a woman whose life changed the course of our nation, Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rollins. She was not only a first lady, she was boldness personified. She was the very heartbeat of a movement that reshaped Ghana's political, social, and democratic landscape. From her early years at the Ghana Tourist Board and the Union Trading Company, she engaged directly with the struggles of ordinary women. These encounters ignited in her a fierce determination to fight for dignity, justice, and opportunity, especially for women whose voices had been ignored. In the restless Ghana of the 1980s, she did not stand at the margins. She stepped into the arena not merely to support a revolution, but to define one. A founding of the 31st December Women's Movement was one of the boldest acts of leadership in our national history.
Kofante all the way
What began
from Zion City. Today is my birthday. Oh, Kofante, happy birthday to you. And Nana Yawa Wodana and Nanso Obinso Eko. We press on Kopon Kan. So we are live on Facebook. So we didn't catch it. So you can join us. We are live on Facebook. We also say Ayatuntumwa. Not just say Yenya Bresa Crodom or Yeni Damojem, Yenya Bresa Koto Emoja because Nana Kunedu Ajimai Rollins. Some of us here. Ye hunu no ye buy na kakra ye ne nya kita hudie kakra and we can say so many things about her but how do you know her wonim no kwan ben so okay no 31st December Women's Movement okay say no jeje yire okay say Beijing conference okay pa ho ade ba de biem na wo de kai no mesi ye biatum on Facebook Accra100.5 FM Accra100.5 FM. Accra100.5 FM. We pesa yeko na yeko kotie tribute. Yedima ye mami NDC amanyekuo ade ne de bae. Ebusua de ne de bae. Maso de wonom de bae. Ewie mayankwa. Se tribute na ye krado a mayankwa. Na yankon kotie tribute
to a trailblazer, Nana Konedu Ajiman Rollins. With hearts full of reverence, the National Democratic Congress today bows to honor a woman whose life changed the course of our nation, Nana Konedu Ajiman Rollins. She was not only a first lady, she was boldness personified. She was the very heartbeat of a movement that reshaped Ghana's political, social, and democratic landscape. From her early years at the Ghana Tourist Board and the Union Trading Company, she engaged directly with the struggles of ordinary women. These encounters ignited in her a fierce determination to fight for dignity, justice, and opportunity, especially for women whose voices had been ignored. In the restless Ghana of the 1980s, she did not stand at the margins. She stepped into the arena not merely to support a revolution, but to define one. A founding of the 31st December Women's Movement was one of the boldest acts of leadership in our national history. What began as an idea became a nationwide transformational engine that empowered women, millions of women, nurtured community leadership, and restored confidence in those who had once been invisible. Under her commanding and charismatic leadership, over 870 early childhood centers rose across the country. Today, thousands of adults in their 30s and 40s carry the gift of early education because Nana Konedu and her movement walked into their communities and planted opportunities where none existed. Her work was practical, personal, and profoundly transformational. Her advocacy went far beyond education. Through literacy drives, micro-enterprise programs, and legal reform, she helped thousands of women become informed, earnest, and confident citizens. Her boldness influenced the passage of the Interstate Succession Law, PNDC 111, a watershed legislation many rightly call the Nana Konedu Law. She stood between widows and injustice, fighting to ensure that no woman was left homeless or powerless in her darkest hour. Her fearlessness also took Ghana to the world stage. At the 1995 Beijing conference, she spoke for the African girl child with a clarity and authority that commanded global respect. Above all, Nana Akua-Rawlings was a foundational pillar of both the PNDC and the NDC. She did not operate from the background. She was at the very center, organizing women, building structures, shaping strategy, strengthening grassroots, and helping give birth to a party that was not just political, but deeply connected to the people. The history of the NDC cannot be told without her name spoken boldly and with honor. She was not an observer of the struggle. She was an architect of its success. She was not a mere participant. She was a pillar, strong and yielding, indispensable. Her election in 2009 as first vice chairperson of the NDC was a recognition of her stature as a founding mother of the party, one whose influence could never be wished away, revised, forgotten. When the time came, she once again defied all limits and became the first woman to contest the presidency of the Republic of Ghana. A testament to her courage and lifelong message that leadership is not a man's birthright. Today, as we mourn, we also celebrate a woman who lived with intention, who spoke her truth without fear, and who served this country with unshakable conviction. A legacy lives in every confident girl who walks into a classroom, every widow protected by law and dignity, every woman who now knows she can lead, every community where early education took root, and every structure of our political tradition that she helped build with her own hands. On behalf of the National Democratic Congress, we say, thank you, Nana Akua-Rawlings. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for the lives you uplifted. Thank you for the foundations you laid. Foundations that can never be erased from the history of the PNDC or the NDC. Your race is run, but your legacy endures. Your fire continues to burn in a new generation, unafraid to be bold. May your soul rest in perfect peace. Rest well, mother of the movement. Ghana is better because you lived. Thank you.
NDC amanyokuo ni mu na already tribute no de Emma Nana Akua-Rawlings wadani benkom so wo wie ya no Joyce lawyer Muktari ebo modern agina mu na akenkan tribute no de ma omampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mayankwe na
tribute by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Today we gather with heavy hearts to honor the life and legacy of a truly remarkable woman, Nana Akua-Rawlings. She was a towering national figure whose influence, courage, and contributions to Ghana will continue to resonate for generations. Nana Akua-Rawlings was far more than a former First Lady. She was a pioneering leader, an unwavering champion of women's empowerment, a trailblazer in our political landscape, and a deeply committed patriot. Her life story is one defined by boldness to speak, to challenge, to lead, and to stand resolutely for what she believed was right for Ghana. As First Lady, she redefined the role and transformed it into a platform for national development. Through her inspirational leadership of 31st December Women's Movement, she expanded opportunities for women and girls, especially in rural communities where support was most needed. She championed literacy programs, reproductive and maternal health, early childhood education, and economic empowerment initiatives long before these became central themes in our national development agenda. Her work touched thousands of families and laid the groundwork for many of the gender-sensitive policies and social interventions that Ghana benefits from today. In public life, Nana Kunedu was assertive, principled, and unyielding in her convictions. She was never afraid to push boundaries or to stand alone when her conscience called her to do so. Yet behind the determined public image was a warm, engaging, humorous woman, devoted to her family and fiercely protective of those she loved. As a mother, grandmother, sister, friend, and mentor, she brought energy, clarity, and purpose to every space she occupied. Nana Kunedu lived a life of service, courage, and deep conviction. Even in challenging moments of our national journey, she carried herself with dignity, always guided by her commitment to Ghana's unity, progress, and stability. She believed passionately in the transformative power of women and the potential of young people, and she dedicated her voice and influence to help uplift them. Her passing is a profound loss, not only to her beloved family, to whom Lordina and I extend our heartfelt condolences, but also to our nation. It marks the closing of an important chapter in Ghana's political history and social history, even as her example continues to inspire generations to come. As we bid farewell to Nana Kunedu, we celebrate a life richly lived, a life of leadership, advocacy, service, and unbroken purpose. A life that challenged our nation to think boldly and to invest in the potential of its people, especially its women and children. On behalf of my family, on behalf of the National Democratic Congress, and on behalf of a grateful nation, I honor her memory. May her beautiful soul rest in perfect peace, and may her legacy continue to guide us toward a more just, inclusive, and equitable Ghana. Fare thee well, Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rollins. Ghana will remember you. Thank you. Will remember you.
Ghana will forever remember you. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rollins, lawyer Joyce Bawa Muktari, and already tribute on behalf of the President of the Republic of Ghana. We are my uncle, Nayan Tiani and Mansoso, Edion, Mamina Wadaway, onna we fra ne ntoma ne tintimi mam na ada ne benkum so yo onna wada ba ma so no ma yenko tie ne emman so kan e de fa
by the children led by Kimathi Rawlings. Mom, you live with a conviction that shaped both our family and the country. Yours was the consummate life of a tireless patriot, a woman who loved her country and celebrated it every opportunity she got. No problem was too small for you to personally tackle, and no problem was too small for you to personally tackle, and no solution was ever out of your expertise. You refused the idea that a woman existed only to be dependent on their husbands. You carved out your own mission, and as president of the 31st December Women's Movement, you ignited a force that transformed the landscape of women's rights and education that still resonates today. The movement established about 1,000 early childhood development centers, advanced adult literacy, set up income-generating activities, and led legal reforms granting inheritance rights to women and children. Mom, you championed the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child and fought relentlessly for the dignity and self-reliance of women. You were never just advocating, you were doing. You will be remembered as a woman of action. Your legacy resonates far beyond our family. The movement you led and your unwavering pursuit of equality will continue to shape Ghana for generations. As we grow older, we came to understand your uncompromising, kind, and relentless nature more deeply. You lived your values without reservation, believing that actions were either right or wrong, and never settled for the uncommitted gray space in between. This clarity, rare in politics, made you an exceptional leader. You taught by example that doing nothing was never acceptable. Your conviction and insistence on action gave courage to the countless women and inspired a nation's democratic process. You lived a life of remarkable courage and resilience, Mom. You lived with an energy that was both generous and exacting, both full of knowledge and mystery. Time spent with you was always a lesson. To those who knew you, you were a visionary with sharp instinct. You had a way of seeing possibilities others missed. You brought hope to the end of every day, even through the sheer intensity of it all. Our father trusted you completely because you had an unfailing ability to perceive purpose and possibility. You discerned readiness long before he did. Your vision and strength reflected in every milestone he reached. You were far more than a right hand. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You and Dad were in truth one another's partner. You were one another's pillars. As a mother, you were our protector, our advocate, our confidant, and most importantly, our friend. As a grandmother, you were incredible. You were funny, generous,
Emma, and so kind, de Emma, Mammy, Nana Kunetu, Ajimai, Rollins. Sa ayawa, and Kaminim, ayawa, and Kaminim. Isaac Kingsley Mensah, or say great woman by all standards. Piaga, or say rest well, Nana Kunedu, Ajimai, Rollins. No, every Piaga and China by Halidu Haruna Mehon. Good afternoon, Jamestown Boko dear. Ichiao. And me mawa kwenya. Nani awo kaifa ma me hu bia no. Dance bia betumi dia fa ne ho no. Yate won so onne. Anti me bie kwan ne dia tum e dia mawo. Na onso wetimi abo awura mu bi. Accra100 na wabo modia why ni tentia e dia mame. Wadama uye ni tentia o de mame a ebeye me de papa na kire se yekọ yenim anti mame bia kwan ni ntum kwan a me bia tum no enie 0302 20 80 90 0302 20 80 90 0302 20. All right, other fool biwa hame. So hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Me ba chao odini bia ofrefre.
Oh, your home sense from what?
Home sense, that is saying. That over there say my entie we here.
You wait here. You man. Yeah, empire bank and something collaborating. Now on say embeddedly every politics man. You man made my question and I say omonam so. We said import the bags and not and we be out in a politics. Man, we damage you. You mean for the train to you. And I did about quite young say, so people gonna hana ufana down for and good because they didn't know fana down for. And your papa mano, even your papa J, Fanadam for the name and to see and your man also Fanadam for and to see but I mean forgot my name crazy. Amen.
Home sense made us yes, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Asemo, but about me actually if you read do no one make kakra. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Who didn't be our friend?
Maybe not sir, make a Africa swap.
My intio.
I'm not gonna say a day and coupon for my many currency. The worker you are seeing a ma, a Gina year, and I say Gina, or mine, a do Mudia Quankaya, Mammy Wakem. I wrote him for the currency. Nay, I'm penny for. What you see, no more to my Munchion. Mammy will fish na that I beg na you didn't so. And I'm to my poor dainty. Riding for the currency.
Amen.
No more and the man of woman. Amen.
Amen. May that say. Hello, good afternoon. Unfortunately, I've lost that caller. 0302 2080 90. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Me pa cha udini bi afre free.
But I want to say you catch it.
Me hoye.
Catch it here.
Me hoye pa.
Oh, okay. Na me see. But me di Suleiman because we United States Kaswa passing.
Okay.
But ema me di e tini di pa na ye ni aji. Na e bon pa te go fon hunu mbobo na. Yam man di penifo na yam fa na pensiano. Cha gana ba penifo ni na medas.
Menso me that's it. But Diana Wokaifa Nana Kunedu Ajimai Rollins. Unfortunate. Slow burn or say Bawasa Ba GH. Yeah, hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Boss, we didn't be out free.
But your friend Alex, my first read.
Alex, my intio.
Miss me, I make Kaifa. Mamma no, a brea. Onya, I could do the cocktail party. Now, or you'll be a begin Kuya. Or you be my own say. The air course on Uncle Ye. Until before says Atamonosono. A man Sunya could do say. Of the Abesia, what your party now be the president. As first, I don't know, say the whole Africa now say by Ghana, now at that time on any year or no year of Bia Udikana, or 2 sana morning, so with the kind of Yami Pani Crency or Yami Madam, ne Mammy.
Oh,
bye bye.
Bye bye. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm from Doris. Thank you for Tema.
Tema to say.
Adumu, no, sorry.
Christo Adum.
Nana couldn't do as my always. Yamin family prayer in you.
Amen.
The thing is, meaning that.
Okay.
Me who personally.
Okay.
But my life are only be, you know. Attaching my life.
Okay.
And then Nana couldn't do any policies, no, maybe. And coming to me and cause secondary school.
Great.
Because maybe a junior high, no. Now, if you're being.
Oh.
In Tinanka, I'm supposed to drop out. But woman do your area more, 31st December,
okay.
And now introduce me direct no more, a channel.
Uh-huh.
A mammy. It's not me, you know, me very fast about it. And they make me a bear 40.
Wow.
And who the qua, the trialka.
Wow.
Into me, high. Me, you know, I'm doing in your admission. And I'm because I can do more school in my one. I'm me, do school fees time and I'm guilty. Into no meeting her personally, no. But what touching my life. And yes, secondary school I call ya. Mean this baby I may do in life, I can get there. It's in me find the crack and see a year pass. And baby training demonstrate you. Thank you.
Onyami Shra no okay. But also we need the authority, huh? Okay. Onyami Shra. Adansi ni bi nie. Also adansi be na wo die. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon wa.
We didn't be afraid.
But you me like and first identity.
My inchi.
Papa ere bo anwa. Go nkwala. Yesi bo anwa membo atitide. Mpenifo abebu bai. Yembe hu mi mama pa no. Ni dukunu. Yenyo mai titibi mai anka efe. Ba we bo ya no mudi na ye. Omu tia dukunu titire.
Okay.
Nyamisha
so. And I pray now me tie obi na na all can say mame up to me project the way African buy your dress pa your dress your tuba na bi odi boduku na odi bia pam slit odi bia pam kaba na no boy pa portray African women. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Odabode ni o.
Odabode ati say?
Yes sir.
Baby I dey there.
Aye, me ma me there ye nya ni first video mo. Say ye ni statue to baby. Na ye mpa bibi emfa ni bi to so se na be ya ye be kai no.
Okay.
Sana say ye no na ye nya ni sa kwa na ye na yi na ye nkosi ni say ye bibi na ye mfa ntuo se na be ya ye kirema ba o ma wo so obabi din be so abua Ghana pay.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Yes, hello, good afternoon. Unfortunate.
I'm from
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Boss, would any be our free?
Me kadabra adenda.
My intio.
Ye very much antekes.
My intio.
Aye.
Kwadru Ajamarones. Na me ya ababu about 12 years. Na ni kutra motos no eba Madina. Ni no wa fa bide agboti. And the runs number padamfo.
Okay.
Ena de bia baba agboti ni bamba ba ho.
Sisi awu ye pa.
Ba
me tewo kansa kura me do me wo se awu ye pa.
Eti da ko be me ko mo nchen. Me ko en ma me emu. O di media be see manim. Ana ko ba runs dia bae. Eti ni mi so. Ana ma me na kro me.
Okay.
Eti mi nyeso. Eti runs ba me papa fi. Zadam na me na matezo. O de me ko Medina running circle. And a koto mattress amendaso.
Okay.
Mame.
Okay.
And the me mattress amenda me da mattress no za koti. Dama me de be nyi ya me de be ware ye.
Okay.
Enti mame ne wo ye me ya dan mi sunza me dizu wo mi sunza.
Oh. Abra wuti se wa wona na ususa. Uwe yem.
Baba.
Nyame ncheche wo wire wate. Ontichi nyina ya wire. Me da se. No de kai na Accra100 watch my Rollins no. Also Diana what de kai no. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Wafa, good afternoon.
Udi ni bia frefre wadama.
Oh, you have feeling me very question.
How about call there?
Ya boko na ewie. Ma Rollins ni busenya ni wife ni busenya yako. Na dia to Ghana ni ya. Ya kai kai mami. O mami obatampa dare. Ghana manyina ashiri mami adipa. Wafa mi kai mami pa na mami sa. We kura.
Okay.
What is 80s number 90s me kura won say e pon communal labor maybe e kododo kwa ho ye wa famu ni e ma mo prepare kwa ho. Maybe o money sadi aba mu bia mo bo ja kakra no ma chicheche no bia de di ekofi. Oh. Papa. Ni kai sa blena na mo so mami oyo batampa. Yami ensrano. Yami ensrano nyami nkano. Hello.
Mate, nyami nkano so.
Yami nkano mi chia mi madam ba ku anti Kenya.
Okay.
Anti Kenya or also on 25. Yami ensrano papa. Ensrano. Baba.
Mepa cha why na wo mahama iswe.
Ba so ni ngwani.
Ai ni ngwa na ti sei.
Ba so nyame adum de bia bako.
Ye do ba dia sepa ni.
E da si. Na me shop ene eduma papa wo ye boy e ba Ghana. Na ka kan pese me kan je. Ye mami on schedule. E bu so fo nyina on schedule. Na me fa me kra NCA e say ye say Ghana mpemfu a omo abeyi etuma paada good legacy ya na kunedu oka won say na me ma me kwa na dafo pa wo UTC enti na kunedu nyame hia ware no fa okran hie baby papa na senia wo kola odabode be kan no yempe baby na yenya ni statue na yentwo anase yentwo ni book entu wo say ono su mpemfu ono su oka won bi wabeye bi na kunedu demefa due nyame fa onsie me dansi nyame hira
Ninu ngwa nyame hira wo so me fa course mako mi no me fa no me fa course bia no. Yeah, hello. Ow. Edion. Wa frɛ onlo wa volume wo so a won kasa ana wo gina so Edion. Me fa two more calls. Me fa calls BRBM. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Penny.
Udini be a free.
Samuel Station.
My intio.
Penny na dike siaso yeni. Na me bisa se Penny foi. Enko si da ben obi siasia. Ye be celebrate no. Na omu betwe ni Penny wu a. Na fe de obia e kana sempa. Ye ken your former president Omo yenu msu wo no mo. Ye won Penny fo krum ha musu. Omu kuta di bia kese omu abo man. Yen kai wo mu adam bewu. Na fe de omani nyina fe ne ye kap. Den ti na bibifu ye ti sa. Enti a yen hye ne kai ni pa no. Ne wa ye no yen hye ne mpempo ni yen hye na afutu bi oho a. Wo di atu obi wo time a wo ti ase na nsa na wewu. Me da fe.
Menso me da wase. Me fa me last caller. Me fa call we am fa call bia PM. 03022018. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Apo.
Atom onsoe.
Aboko.
Dado nyanko pras.
If your friend Eric, me kasa fio Eric.
My intio Ericus.
Yeah, me the kind of yeah. Me 31st December movement no. Oh yeah, Gary factory. Oh yeah, for any kinky factory. Or turn a man on Yama be brave. Uko Aimensa, Kwabena, down for oh yeah, Juma or papa. And see, yes, I say, oh, you my. That's the share.
Sure. Me that's it. Okay, so far so good. Men for calls BRBM. Time check. It's 25 minutes after 3. Accra100.5 FM. Wait. I had the citizen show. I was showing baby. Come on, hard more, yeah, baby deeper. And there, my boy, Rimwa Kubisa said, Banny saying, and as I finish, we are, Ujashishie, your market a hoodoo, a jato honesie. If we be down so mine, a dress shim, na ye di ho enkomo. Mama Sumatiawa, meba, ye baba bedin komo.
By the children, led by Kimathi Rawlings. Mom, you live with a conviction that shaped both our family and the country. Yours was the consummate life of a tireless patriot, a woman who loved her country and celebrated it every opportunity she got. No problem was too small for you to personally tackle, and no problem was too small for you to personally tackle, and no solution was ever out of your expertise. You refused the idea that a woman existed only to be dependent on their husbands. You carved out your own mission, and as president of the 31st December Women's Movement, you ignited a force that transformed the landscape of women's rights and education that still resonates today. The movement established about 1,000 early childhood development centers, advanced adult literacy, set up income-generating activities, and led legal reforms granting inheritance rights to women and children. Mom, you championed the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child and fought relentlessly for the dignity and self-reliance of women. You were never just advocating, you were doing. You will be remembered as a woman of action. Your legacy resonates far beyond our family. The movement you led and your unwavering pursuit of equality will continue to shape Ghana for generations. As we grow older, we came to understand your uncompromising, kind, and relentless nature more deeply. You lived your values without reservation, believing that actions were either right or wrong, and never settled for the uncommitted gray space in between. This clarity, rare in politics, made you an exceptional leader. You taught by example that doing nothing was never acceptable. Your conviction and insistence on action gave courage to the countless women and inspired the nation's democratic process. You lived a life of remarkable courage and resilience, Mom. You lived with an energy that was both generous and exacting, both full of knowledge and mystery. Time spent with you was always a lesson. To those who knew you, you were a visionary with sharp instinct. You had a way of seeing possibilities others missed. You brought hope to the end of every day, even through the sheer intensity of it all. Our father trusted you completely because you had an unfailing ability to perceive purpose and possibility. You discerned readiness long before he did. Your vision and strength reflected in every milestone he reached. You were far more than a right hand. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You and Dad were in truth one another's partner. You were one another's pillars. As a mother, you were our protector, our advocate, our confidant, and most importantly, our friend. As a grandmother, you were incredible. You were funny, generous, playful, wise, strict, trendy, and above all else, kind. You always found time for your grandchildren and understood each of them with remarkable insight. Your witty remarks, animated storytelling, and even your occasional blastings are dearly missed. Our chats and the joy of watching you dance to music, videos of your favorite artists, brought warmth and laughter into our lives. Your joie de vivre was found in the simple things, the embrace of family, good music, and dance. Mom, Queen of our hearts, your legacy lives on through the lessons you taught us, the love you shared, and the example you set. We borrow your shared strength of spirit. We are illuminated in the purity of your essence, consoled by the knowledge that your soul's mission is for a higher realm. For us, your 4 children, we will avowedly seek to sink our feet into the footsteps of your gallant ways, and with divine grace, emulate your dignified dance through life. We love and miss you, Mom. We love and miss you, Dad, so much. Thank you.
Eba wura dansumai ebe ko honom ejahyehe e call so dansumai market ene enkrofo bi su ne ban bi omu da ne di kire fire service for ne nkro no ba ebeka but Kwame
senior
Black Day mo friend say Black Day
but Black Friday
and then Black Friday no
and then Black Friday
and na Black Thursday ni ho but Kwame ne man ka say bi din kai sanro
sir
and me madam for be let me be plain me fancy high sense for driver back here madam for and driver from me or say boss me say yes or say hey I'm not for fin krasi abeda nkran hada do any baby a high sense for branch bia wo na and your money krasa Kwame that's supposed to mean is say Ghana and any nipa bibini because even Black Friday approach then so mu di plan America for a day Thanksgiving Day that was yesterday ayenra and omu edidi turkey ni ade no and it was Thanksgiving Day na wo hwe the way America for na kire say amanfo kum turkey amanfo chen kokɔ ne bayira ni ade ne salada onyonko me so me wura ho ameti baby minya bi ndi na amanfo di jamia me say that's right James 4:2 we will come back those who nya be twan mfoni abekere so nya de abenya bi edida Ghana for pade afo ana ana wo pe bibia
who say penny pesu no say wo ho na say ade wi a wo ton eye 10 cedi then so I wunti a me dem ma 5 cedi unum say per that word ne kra wo ka kra no unya boss say and then 10 cedi neso me dem 5 unya kasa pe no I think psychologically no ebua manipa no de ankeka bi so go pade no
so
yes
kwanu say binom do musika sia from January a twan ase be Black Friday
because me no ka say endra e bi kura koda ho
yes
ekoda other companies
who draw
that Black Friday
Kwame ebi di abo
so I ask myself say
ekoye kill
see I ask myself say ana yetinya maso a say it doesn't affect the company
no company bi eni ho no mo a obeton ade say wo bokada every company
so
want to maximize profit
but do you know some of wouldn't be I have some of the company be so I don't know a week before Black Friday I'm not saying say omo yen na yes no so I don't know say 3,000 I don't know okoto no say rice cooker say
fridge
say
deep freezer say
mechanic say washing machine
or whatever
what people do they say omudi kind say price near to say 3,000 ebeka a week to win na omoteso so what you say so there is no way it will even affect the company but maybe then have to do with the dollar no come from na yeteso a eno na real
say dollar no come from
CD to dollar no
na yeteso
a real awe no synonym say ne twem enne Saturday twem no ano no
yeah enne Saturday twem
we say nya sa price ni bi ma just next year
age afe
nti binum timi hwe sina wondom
me pa to bra Facebook o de bra Facebook
because Black Friday
na kwame yi unim keke metes sister hwe nanim utum se wa 7 sika wa ya wild wo ba be pe bi ato
sina ebi
koda ho na unim se yes fridge aye to no be 3300 ya DJ 1200
oh really
yes that's what I heard fridge aye to no 3300 or say 3000
but ebi so contribute say because aban papa ban na this Black Friday no nipa dom no adoso sa
oh
I don't know whether that one is true
kwame and
because when it abafom pa
we na abafom kwame dollar no amudi ko fa na man say abafom dollar na kasa abafom
because what people are saying on social media they say because abafom this Black Friday ni dey edom ebuso.
The fact of the matter is this Kwame every year one we yes Black Friday now
every year bia no Black Friday day
edom ko
people are saying that this dom dey
edom we dey ebrodom edom we dey ebrodom edom ni doso
because we dey I said edom no doso
we don so be say you funny say you funny say nya ban papa mpo Accra you funny say antisika na abegu amanfo botom chapo
okay I see sikana abba
yeah
amanfo sikano amanfo sevi
yeah
amanfo sika eda bebia eda na say ene no obi senu sika e kama so dipa no
ade we na COVID-19 level na that's why ye free so ye COVID-19
level su ni ho
level su ni ho
inti na ma and Black Friday no ano ehye no
dollar ni so agina
oh I see
the ni dollar no say see the nya ahoden wo see the ya 10 something ko be 11 jama ko ye nuanom abochi wo ya no de be
12 ni
12 and 12 mpo enso kan na ka ko 17 no
yes
audio
but this Black Friday ni de enye nipa na dos
ana Ghana for pe
oh say Ghana for de
okay
ye nature
ye do for de pe
menkasa
kam se Ghana for you do for the pe
menkasa untimi nkasa nchere
kwame se Ghana for you do for the pe
untimi ehwehwa me
kwame
se edomu ya etwa share this other companies license so other companies we be so ye
a lot
we menya ntie se
electroland ne nasefo nyina ye bi wo mo doso companies ne doso
yes ya mo doso
enya hanko enya license a lot of the companies I mean the electronic companies bebre one of
Melcom
ye electroland ye
a lot I stand to be correct to say air conditioner ye 1.5 air 3000 no e be ton
1002 kwala amafo so ko tu ko ton
oh I see
connection wom amafo tu akwa oh wo beto ade ni 1002 di akwa je 3 mo kan say 3000
ni paponi ni die ni baby bi ni
adenti no ye business open fast
ni baby bi ni
open fast so
Black Friday na me adom
onu fi ne so atu so batu am so ko to bi ya to fi ne kura ase afuka ba ko ne kura ase sa company si e bi ni ho showroom si bi ni ho ana wono afro ka aba wo ba kura wodi kia onim na driver ne charge no wodi kia wo be so
but me I think say e be say because abano ato forcing
or force
ama nyame chinenti no Black Friday dey tina apeke
we chere say sika ba manfo botom
yeah skaba
it's a clear indication kwame you see when the economy is thriving
tina ade e won mu say next week na you ready say me say na 28
na 28
and na 28
yes
inti China 29th. So they have
and 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest are 31 except February alone, which are 28 days in 29.
Yeah, in that say year Christmas in Pono. See the nature. Ama. Hey, now when put in a do Christmas there in a chrome dear.
Now, idea we inti, one say, Kwame, we na pa ho agye afio.
Agye afi.
Akwese kro bi so agro bi omudie.
Minim say, sina minim say, even Christmas no. There are two forces in Bayinti no. Ebema those companies no asa reduce omunyama. So what you say?
You see, now the competition is keen. And it's a one to one your muscle be by 10 days. So
yes.
And the more you sell, the more you make profit.
And aboso kan fo aka. Say o mate to omunyama so.
Aboso kan for the omukam engine.
Oh, o mate so.
Kwame.
O mate so.
Me here airflow meter.
Aba ana na aboso kan fo onye Black Friday.
No. Hey, come bisa techi ado.
Aboso kan fo onye Black Friday.
Aboso kai. Aboso kai for him. Ukoko kompa dey try aboso kai bi about 500. Ukoko kompa be 200.
Almost say me for na. Omo we jinanam ko famre wono.
Oh.
Kwame. Omo ese market no.
Omo na ese aboso kai for akase omo abo omo to Brazil.
Oh, I see.
Omo nyi omo adwene so omo betete ni omo so. Aboso kai se MPP so omo tumi ka se yaban nti ate ni omo so. It's on record. Me ka no kre no. But send this baso aboso kai for person bete ni omo so. Omo ntoye. Omo tumi ka at the back on social media ni ade nyina all the media there by my manfo hu say yaban nti ya tete ni omo so. But then this omo say la no.
Okay, Nana.
Yay.
Okay, say wa broni asem.
Me kai say wa broni.
Any odo broni.
Akosu asewa.
Akosu asewa ne odo broni.
Oni odo broni.
I say court say omtunu na ye, omtunu na.
Court be ne rule sir.
Oh, high court.
High court the rule here.
Kumasi high court.
Kumasi high court.
Yeah, Kumasi high court.
To asisi manu mienu na ya yere nom.
O say manu mienu na no. Manu mienu na high court. Oje sewa akosia sewa ne odobu
na sa akosia sewa ne lumba wo abade wo njaye he enkrata wom even German aban kra dia dance
we dey buy no according to court they buy no court I think say na original akosia de no
akosia sewa original I can prove to the court to say your Kwame say me buy yen so ni die twehwe mu o yakwa kobe bia lumba woni wodo wodi sen akosu ase wate e wo Germany yenim kwan ya lumba enam so wo ware se wa lumba dinkan wade yo Bobie for nkrata anti oba ne koye drugs ama ya chi ni tum na lumba say dabi me adwuma me yenti me fa me humbe for obi o na lumba jaye wo ba Deutschland, that is Germany no and wo besia maami
senior me kind de abasisia na
anti maame ne lumba nkrata ne de authentic
deputy where a court asema ye
kan. Oh, okay.
While in the reason of the full ruling is yet to be made available, it is the view of the court that Akosia Sewa did not provide original marriage certificate of the spouse civil marriage between Daddy Luma and the plaintiff.
Assembly by German for assembly no mo kan.
Eti ye hwenim. But what people are saying say and the German marriage certificate no mahana so the but we no
but copy of the mom no almost say any original
and son of moka son of moka
and it's a new original. How come say German for no
marriage certificate minister said no say o provided the original marriage certificate there so photocopy there don't know but court say omutuning na no
mo abro pepepe
omutuning na ye we
yerenom
yes
fine me dey
no omutuning na be yi no
omutuning na be yi
me no me have me issues for sanya me we nyina.
What is your problem?
Se see ade o ma yin eye ni da wan e beko
oh na sa odobroni e wo ne nkrofo akosu ase wan so e wo ne nkrofo anti asema na wo ke
eye na someone provide security a wan hwa na nyama si wo.
Oh.
Na domu ye ya mo kokota eno kra ne agi say ye call for reinforcement. Nti we de obia mfada sem enko nana. Kama.
But a no there should be security but anti bayem bisa asem bi o Kwame ma me ne udi nkomo te se mema det na obi eni abri enye japade ntra
japade
emba ni brade
e de ben kasa
emma e bi ni brade
Ankasa.
Emma ebi eni brade.
Ankasa.
Na kaminka dey.
Senior. Who fire service?
Yeah. Fire service for home. Kwame mo ma yembu won. Na yensra ban so se akade bia wonum hia no. Aban enfema mo because Kwame say what the fire service fu echi kakra. Na wahwe na wehu kwane ebinum nam so in the name of in the Asia ye kwa kudumuja ne kwa munam so ahyehye a ho this I say me hu se fire service eja to baby na omukọ na omukodo na amanfo e wo honom na toto abo ne omu ehutu adema aye me ya pa o
adentina ayi video na omoto omabo no adentina
very bad
as I say obi bedum ja na otutu abo for what reason
and I make sure say I see you see human beings act in a manner
nipa no ye fonso na me bo senior ono ye mistake na
eja akoto baby no
ato fio na action ya ofre na onam kwan so all ba na o check kakra de ma wo no fu se onu mu ni we shi se ese opanabo
bad.
I don't get it. Ayi. Video na.
Me hwe bi wa ha sei. Unim. Niema nipa eye saa nyina ne se ya fra fire service fo efe na wono moba. Omo ambeduru hantem. Which is very bad.
We say police achi omu na.
Kwame, if we will be able to identify them as I say, chiwo mu nyina gum. As I say, chiwo mu nyina gum. As I say, chiwo mu nyina. If you see, these are some of the sabiota frache. Ye ni bie na akakakra wo man mu. Eni bie no akakakra. Akakakra pa because Kwame say eja to baby. Eja she na ma fra fire service for. Fire service already, fire service, they have a very big challenge. They have a big challenge, yo. Kwame cars ni bebre wo hono mo a ayemre. Cars na gogo. Cars ni bebre wo hono mo a kire se na car eba na mo toto abo car wo ba bedum jo. Eja to bebi ma freka fire service for so mo mbra mo bro na bo na dachi eja to bebi na mo frɛ 5 a na mo amba ya mo mfom so ana
nipa bibini
ibebre mu hwan mo magana fo ya ndwen so bema why ne mo madenden samede won ko pa adwuma nyɛ fire service for ba ba bedum ja wo yɛ dai wo di ne pamro FM toto abo na sa na ebinom tie Kwabena kai say dansuma here eja shishesi dansuma
yes. Dansuma market.
Kwame, let's ask ourselves why is it that most of the times say afini kwewie ya na sa anyo meba. Ya hanom we don't experience hamatan to say sebiuta frache one mumpa enuanom e wosirim. Why? How come? Amejade tumi asema akola ketwa wonya mfia nwotwe wahwere ne nkwa.
Say senior.
Wafemu ewu.
Unim say most of the markets.
Kwame, we hu nyoma esisi market wo.
Cylinder wo.
We hu. Kwame, we hu nyoma ya na e wo ho.
Most of the markets women nene.
We hu.
Your market centers.
We hu.
Nana say ebi pon a either omudum omcylinders ni ye. Ebi pon a
even blocks no kra what die ho no. They fail.
Illegal connections.
And so, Kwame, the moment you touch on illegal connections, my question is, ECG for so and I'm on no more too. We cannot say illegal connections, yes. But how often do they even monitor and make sure say one more as my personnel so on monko and question you maybe? It's sad. It's something. Come to fight fire no enye easy o. A day. Hwe fire for be bre ebi pra enyoma ye binom no enya easy ebi fam kura ahwere wo mo nkwa ha me why eye wo wankasa wo mfom so bi a wo ye yo adwom efai na okota wako fufu akonwa fufu akese di wo via gas no so ndade won dum ni ye se ye bidi a won hwe dum ni ye obi kura re to be fini ho na wo jani ni stove nesi so na wakoda. And this is sad and this is bad. I am believing say ye disasu ni sha ye ho na ba say bere bia ye say na ye di 5 service for atem obi kura to me free 5 service for on phone no na or emergency line now or ye omo rough or di say what is that? Anyways ye bedi nkomo enne but mama bisa wo abronya na mo ban na odidie ukwesi ada de minim say ya na ye mutuo special me boana if you that to send them so de a special Friday jollof papa bi na do memne da na ya nwamo ye woni bi funam na ye decide na gusu na ye twi mako ba we yin em no me kai wo se wo pese wunya chede pa e pa cho koto gini rice no 4.2 kg bag no de ubie so abon say card bi che scratch so achede na ye bebre e be a brand new fridges, washing machines, smart televisions, gas cookers. The big one no ye de wo ko Dubai ye tuaka nyina ma e de what plane mu akwa enjoy na wasan aba anti se wutie me nda ukodwa so apa Gini rice spreading smiles. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Advert we want him that FD agia to say Gini rice na ye kama enti obia kotobia wonya achede ukoto 4.2 kg bag na enum na achede ni se na wonsa account de na ye koye nim. Onim say the luckiest egusua ma wo wa ye sikeni ayo de for. Say wa wo hwe ad no TV ne so a when we can na ATM no pata PZ team no you don't know mesro se wo tie me a onim bombo dia na so try your luck *712# no we follow the prompt no automato from 1 CD all the way up to 5,000 achede na ye bebre sika obenya ne achede na doso anti o try dia o to ye den ma onan ba o to sika bia o de betwe bia bo hu si ho almost by 500 times na dia ma o community wo bua ma o we na one so wini so buckle up and let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere. The luckiest to be kai *712# *712#. No follow the prompt na ye koye nim hard bulldogs se men kan kira o na wie o pass asase ato enkonko hwehwe bebia o mo won sase a manso bia ni ho ensase daye na ensase a ne bo nso fo e wo dawa Ningo Chopoli Shine Hills and then be ahudo bebre. The only thing you got to do is to deposit only 50%. 50% to na enkai no ya mau 6 months abusumi sia na odi pia ni kakra up to 1 year. Me pa cho enti mau 9 mbo to medium the numbers ne mau. Ensase ne bon ye den 30,000 20,000 25,000. Na ni bo den pa wo mkra 35,000 ba promotion omo ye to omo atete so say home o pass ase atwa masa je 0241 66 52 00 0241 66 52 00 alternatively on 0540 22 62 76 0540 226276 and now says 0256 064492 0256 064492 na chere say wako hard builders nchen na wako akwaje wasase obi ani ho a oba betete wo aba be hawo but mami bisa wasemo what na say adwene wo dache ho odache na ho hia pa sɛ adwuma bɛn ɛna woyɛ bia omu a na wonya biribi kakra gig bi wehu omu a bia wokra na woyɛ website designer woyɛ consultant bi if woyɛ rider woyɛ delivery partner bi woyɛ freelancer ana what are you into woyɛ dɛn adwuma bɛn na woyɛ wonim sɛ snake betumi asesa wo daakye snake sɛ woyɛ adwuma no na wode nkakra to hɔ no because wo na woyɛ w'adwuma ɛnyɛ wo bi na afa w'adwuma a wɔbɛte ɛwɔ 5.5% na ɔno de 13% aka ho wate aseɛ na ɔde akɔto hɔ ama wɔ ayɛ adwene wo daakye ho o ɛnɛ na ahoɔden wɔ hɔ mmerɛ bi ba ahoɔden no bɛkɔ fam wontumi nyɛ hwee na wobɔ akɔkora na asɛ bɔ aberewa hwan na ɛbɛtena wo nkyɛn ebi kora na wo mmɛyi wate aseɛ o and no matter how you earn SNET has you covered. You don't need a 9 to 5 job to qualify. Tinye fe na usala na pa kwa yedwuma ko boma nwumbre na onam. O de frɛ SNET forces ya ka kyerɛ mo sɛ wo daakye ho hia wo pa. Anti o pɛsɛ wonom ɛboa wo frɛ 0302 611 622 0302 611 622. Anabetumi a visite SNET for enkrobate bia branches mako aduonum miense wo Ghana fa na nyina betum kwa na o medi nkita ho e wo Facebook, X, Instagram, Twitter, ababe X, TikTok, and YouTube at SNET Ghana. SNET, we deliver on our promise. Yanisa ebeboa. Yanhwa bre no na yenya bo. Ebraso. Enkomo ho no mo esese yedie pa. Na ye ba betena ase. Na yedi nkomo. Enkomo ho no nti makata se ye ba bedi nkomo ne nkwa de nyabotra tweme. Nyabotra tweme. Na membra na me ne won tena ase. Na ene ensem a ewo ho no mo no yemfa entudwa ntena ase na yendi enkomo
Accra FM
anti ebushei mame simeti awewi na membra na yendi sa enkomo no na mboa me ne umienu na yenhwe baby o my Ghana yeko baby o my Ghana yedi yeni akire ni baby o my Ghana yepese yekɔ ne yekoduro si anya ne saa enkoye well meba
God bless you. We now take the tribute.
Tribute by the children, led by Kimathi Rawlings. Mom, you lived with a conviction that shaped both our family and the country. Yours was the consummate life of a tireless patriot. A woman who loved her country and celebrated it every opportunity she got. No problem was too small for you to personally tackle No problem was too small for you to personally tackle, and no solution was ever out of your expertise. You refused the idea that a woman existed only to be dependent on their husbands. You carved out your own mission, and as president of the 31st December Women's Movement, you ignited a force that transformed the landscape of women's rights and education that still resonates today. The movement established about 1,000 early childhood development centers, advanced adult literacy, set up income-generating activities, and led legal reforms granting inheritance rights to women and children.
Dakwa encoding komo na yembisa ne se odobroni akosu asewa ensensem no sempa na sikoye kwan ben so na court no fa ye bu asem no na asem no san na asantefo kumasman lumba ebusuafo ne lumba dofo mo odobroni ene akosu asewa chitafo no aje ede atumo Elisha mahe
Otavija mejoso.
Na pombo ko de.
Ajena dom okrokro me munte me hoden.
Laja kumase adedin.
Kumase adedin, bibia adedin.
Mayantio boy bonchiremu na tamfoni ni chiraye. Charles Kojo Fosu aka DADDYLUMBA. Daddy Lumba. Wadadi benkum so isam do na epiepie. Akosu asewa aba. Wo say hey, me ne yire. Odobroni osi mensu Kwabena Fosu ana Kojo Fosu wareme lumba ye wo no brada ba ni tuo bi nti ye frɛ Kojo mensu wareme me ne kura wo ma ma bi afiri mu ma aba be kanhia kwato no trase no kwase tena no sai na omu sika asem no omu bubo omu sai na omu dwidwa mu sai na finally asem ban na omu kan
ene na kwato wo no efe na ye nika na ebra ekwatena wono court no ebetena se be se dumienu abapawon sima aduasa na mepanse sima be se aduasa na donko abo na lawyer se omo baaye edima afanan ni nyina se obi okogina mu se okwakohwe ama eyi ne time koso no adwumako no ana afei abusuapan no the lawyers wana afei odobroni lawyers ana akosha se wan so lawyers omu nyina no na omu wo hono mu a asemi ni ko so na Ansah kwa na judgment ni ebeba no na chese nipo ba ko a ono yelo ni ba ko e ni laptop buy na wo bonyom aye hu court room o Ansah na judgment no ebeba no edi judge no so betra say oboni trim ko sa nyeze enya sam ko to akra na ade judge ni kan say ne judgment ye di be anka lumba wa ha anko de bonyom enti na amako to won no na ai de ene e wo court won mo sa na ene no court no tenafie no judgment ya judge o ten jomu no e de baaye no na ye 74 pages ana ode akenkan ye e wo court ho na Ansah of the kind court asem de kra no ana oyi quotation or say 2 Corinthians 13 verse 8 no or say we can do nothing against the truth but the truth na say and the kind of baby Adano, or was a Eda, I so you free babble. Now, okay, can ya Manikosi say, on say, a conscious one at the court to say, or no one a court in to say, or yes, surviving wife, Edema, that the Lumba, when you baby quick. Now, and a court no transition, and always are in 7 months. As I say, Obi, I can say, one one is surviving wife, dear. Yes, any panel, Bia. Our dear, war manga and Memohanui, or Wadema Akumiensa, or ordinance marriage, and customary marriage, and Islamic marriage. It's not just ordinance marriage, you know, and a bit more say, in Pano warrior, Bacope, Anna, Obetimia warrior. And you got to know, Eddie Hong Koma, Emma, or the suggestion said, Saosha and Kata, Akosa Sewa, or was just a Lumba warrior, no, or Germany, no, at the Baya. Just a customer to buy and yes, certified marriage certificate, just a warrior ordinance marriage, or abuchiro. Acquire extra to be another buyer, just a Omasan sign. I mean, to know some no one. I could just say, why they better call to say, Lumba warrior ordinance marriage, you know. What you two more in ye, into originative is one to me, proving ye. Ma wamfa, a dear bedi mupa, bet my yatuno, menti. And you say, quarter no, ajutumo. Now, Ansah na Lumba wachezo ko ware no amonane Germany no 2004 no na odi kan ko fie e o Ghana ekoye no ho ade e wa amamle kwan so customary marriage ni bi eni ntino ene de court no agito mu se ende no kre wo he nkata adansi on de ba ne de a ene na no kre se lumba e ware akosha se wa customary marriage e wo Ghana ha aje se bibie wo mo no e no kre no ne efie de a okohunu abusuafo amamle kwan so enti eno de wa yatum na mum se amano ne de no a ya ordinance marriage ni de oyitum nye ye free se marriage certificate yo mo hwan mu so de ba no o ntimi amfa ma de se authentic a o metimi agiatum na eno ba odobuani de so on se fra no presra fosu eno che se on so de ba se eno kre ono no lumba ba fie e be ye ne ho ade a che se ye fie de bi on de anya ordinance de bi a okoko to akwa insa kata ban sa wo mne de kaka ho ni bia
okay
eno so no ho kata o de ba ye adanse di o de ba ye nyina no court no gito mu se eno kre enipa no so o so be ye ho ade a de hia ne se abusuan no a ayi oba no ne be ma ne de no o nyina wo ho enfa won se okoye no patom okoye na ha wanko oba ne fie kwa ne koye na se o mu ko hye baabi na abusuanfo no e wo ho no mo o ye abusuanfo atiaso manfo no be dia dance a aje se nipa no ware no enti no oji tum se awade no eye no kre se odobroni a ne di pa ye presla foso no no kre se that the lumba ware no enti na ye se ko so na ya tum se enipa mienu ni nyina no lumba enya mu ba akokra o ware wo mu nyina aje se eye no kre na mum akosha se wade no kan so ko ware no Germany no ana ndie onyintum eni sanka akosha se wade no ko ware no Germany no enam so ono no odi kan ware no ewo amamle kwan so ewo 1991 ana 2004 cheso ko ware no Germany no ewo ordinance marriage no anko timi din krata akoi a edimu a ano de anka wan hwe ya anka asam no obecho ho ya pese ano no abese se sakata aware no ware a be ma no eni kwan so o ware ebi eka ho eye aware ba akopa ewom na mum enam so fakata menti kata no be ni nimu na enya satisfied marriage certificate ni nti ordinance no onyintum na mum customary marriage na ye efie de no wajatum ana odobro ne de no so a okoye ne fie de no so wajatum enti lumba dia chene se obewu no ema mienu ana no omotie wo munyina no oware wo mti ko tona jatum se abusia panyin no se ema mienu nyina no obemo perform customary widowhood right no se amamle kwan so ombeye ebeye amamle kwan so na omunyina no aye kuna wo saa eye kwan no so enti saa na court na hye lumba busia panyin se onkoye na penso hye bi ombeye de fa eye no ho bia nso no ma ne mienu nyina nso enyina mu bi enti ne de court so wo Kumase high court no ana metwa ho panyin dia che enti se de bibia to din omomo eta lumba ne lena no Germany na chi ana omo ga na chi nyina no omu nyina ba ho nanso ebe judgment ne ba bonte no court o ye din le se omu jina omu nyina nso na omu ye no mse cha teacher emi enwu se o omu nyina abote mo ba nti ene odobroni lo ya ni din kuma ne kire se on de na nyaje judgment ya ba no ho ese ono no ne client no ese bata se oye kuna enti on de no won tia se akosha se wa enye kuna ni bi na mo akosha se wa na eche se court no ema enka so ono nko a na betuma ye kuna nanso court na kire se o nyina timi ye kuna de o ma jatum na ne client na e ready se kuna no obeye ama bibi ya akokama enti ene de ko so Kumase high court no ana metwa ho nyina de ache no bibi akoboko ewa asomdwem abu boni bia NC ewo
wonderful Elisha ma yenhwe on se kane na senka abusuan pani to park ba court wo si a na amanfo ehuro no obekai kra nse odobroni papa na efe na amanfo boni totuo na omu huro no ne ade ene ye hu bribisa
FM ya otofi jana ye hu bibia sa ene judgment ne ba ye no bibia to din ebra na court no nyam tena ase no ana bonso we chitafo no we kasawa no we kasawa nanso bra judgment ne ba be to jewie ye no na se omanfo no mbegu wonu kwa na hu obi a man ba ke so no ezo ko obi a ya no ko obi a ba ya no ko se bibia to din ene no obi a meye tiki bia e wo court ho no mo ana se family so no mo se de bebi atwam na ehu no
Wonderful. Mami misa odobro ni na nkasa to me ba court obi. Ena akosua se wan kasa to me ba na say one of lawyers ene bae.
Ene akosua se wa entimi ama. Tana odobro ni na do na friend pesela posu no. Ono so entimi ama. Enti ene omo lawyer ana ebegina mu edema wonom. Enti se de ene ekoso wo court wono no. Lawyer kusi ebegina mu edema akosua se wa ana friend no. Lawyer Owusu Ansah enso begina mu edema odosewa enemu wie no bibia ko din ana busia panyin nso lawyer bai ana ejimeku a omo ene behwe ama yie netimi akoso no nso omo nso bai intine bibia ko din ewo nemum enipa mienu a se court no adika so omo yakunafo no akoso sewa ene odobroni omo bia ne omo ama court woni
I say ono man back court ho no menne ye ati sha no kote ka so mienu ni na kambo munye yie no ana asasen
sabe pepe court no ahye abusia pan no lumba abusia pan ni se won konko se e ma mienu ni nyina obemu ma yekuna no be so bia qualify amamre kwan so efie de no omu nyina no lumba wari won e wo fie aje se amame kwa so no omu nyina yelumba yere anso no be wo no mu yelumba yere eto ahye ne se wonko hema omu nyina no enikuna no na bibia se bi ombe bia anso onye bobo ta enipa mienu ewom se de bia bibia no ebeto din enti ene de court no
Mayana wase Elijah Adakwa na yefa wo ensi ha no eye no omo de ahye bosome ben date ben
the anyone is 13th December, and a year and so controversy. I crab and waiting. A better animal say 13th when they never saw an answer in a muscle. And any animal, I could see.
Ye home for Nibia Chago social media, a session 15 for her baby. Ye who date to be 14, 15, for be 13, 14, 15, 14. And told you, my young Jow. Na tua unjuma so exai said ya tie bia ne beba na so biem na ne be pie free mu bia so ne wa ba bedi nkommo Elisha onyame nka ho no bo ho ban
amen on count so
me that say
And hereby, say, court in Chile and court Akasa. As much as we disagree, that is the judgment of the court. And we will advise our clients accordingly.
But it's also part of release and now because our clients.
No, it wasn't before the court.
Okay.
And it wasn't before the court. But court now knows some directions. But essentially, what she said is so many na kosu ase wa approach our de no no onyi tum and o kan certificate ni asema enti
akoye ayehu in fact ayehu ampa but yanhwe no obi bisa ni se enti aye we asomodwe betimi aba ibetimi aye we ama biribia ye kama ibetimi aye we wabra biribia ama wabra biribia nsie eno ya asemsebe magbana magbovivisia
and hereby say court in Chile and court Akasa. As much as we disagree, that is the judgment.
God bless Ghana. Godwin, Daniel, Ozzy Restwell, Ajimai Rollins, Ernest Davidson, you make me.
No, it wasn't before the court. Okay. And it wasn't before the court. But court now knows some directions. But essentially, what she said is so many na kosu ase wa approach our de no no onyi tum and o kan certificate ni asema and that is the decision of the court. The rest is up to the family to decide on the way to go into. Yeah, they will be asking for the effort to make, especially my wife. Agosu she has supported me, and we have come this far. Mijiri say, judge didn't start here with the job of council no kura de ba akope. No kura na bedi hin nti ejidi say no kura bedi hin. Na mi hira mu. Enti e ba say court nchire na adwene. Court akasa. As much as we disagree, that is the judgment of the court. And we will advise our clients accordingly.
But it's also part of religion now because our clients.
No, it wasn't before the court.
Okay.
And it wasn't before the court. But court now knows some actions. But essentially, what she said is so many now. Now, because you say, "Wa approach our dear no need to." And of the cancer certificate and that is the decision of the court. The rest is up to the family to decide on the way to go. Yeah, they will be asking for the effort to make, especially my wife. I go to Accra100. She has supported me, and we have come this far. Mijiri say, judge didn't start here with the job of council no kura de ba akope. No kura na bedi hin nti ejidi say no kura bedi hin. Na mi hira mu. Enti e ba say court nchire na adwene. Court akasa. As much as we disagree, that is the judgment of the court. And we will advise our clients accordingly.
But it's also part of religion now because our clients.
No, it wasn't before the court.
Okay.
And it wasn't before the court. But court now knows some actions. But essentially, what she said is so many now. Now, because you say, "Wa approach our dear no need to." And of the cancer certificate and that is the decision of the court. The rest is up to the family to decide on the way to go. Yeah, they will be asking for the effort to make, especially my wife. I go to Accra100. She has supported me, and we have come this far. Mijiri say, judge didn't start here with the job of council no kura de ba akope. No kura na bedi hin nti ejidi say no kura bedi hin. Na mi hira mu. Enti e ba say court nchire na adwene. Court akasa. As much as we disagree, that is the judgment of the court. And we will advise our clients accordingly.
But it's also part of religion now because our clients.
No, it wasn't before the court.
Okay.
And it wasn't before the court. But court now knows some actions. But essentially, what she said is so many now. Now, because you say, "Wa approach our dear no need to." And of the cancer certificate and that is the decision of the court. The rest is up to the family to decide on the way to go. Yeah, they will be asking for the effort to make, especially my wife. I go to Accra100. She has supported me, and we have come this far. Mijiri say, judge didn't start here with the.
Near at 2 force here, Dr. Cassie, at 2 by forcing. I would buy a Nagana phone na Bogeneso because I do baby grana MP, the minority voice in Mokradia, Mokano Credo, Mokano Crutch, the Ghana for the Womukoji too, no, and my uncle, my young Sadia, Parliament, is quiet and then Komobi or Mutuchi. Yes, I who says Speaker of Parliament. I say, or refer, what they say, a friend of marking, Honorable Edinburgh Privileges Committee. Na Nina Mono, Zembe, Aquaku, say, your reporter Kekeli, able to embrace Bidjefio, your Beko Kekeli, na Nika Kelly, Eddie, and come and na Kekeli, Baby, and some any so Eddie, Amaye. This is a friend. Was over video you because I say ha Accra100.5. This is the Citizen Show Friday's edition. Ati Anchakra Mayanko na Nika Kelly Conkodin Komo na Kelly and Waikroneni and Mayan na ye hu pote near Ekoso ewo Parliament na yemfa yenkomo twetwe no and she says so Kakali Madwe.
Rapping, so.
Bibia de di de.
Na men child de bibia boko. Ai.
Ya do ba de ase. Mayanko Endra wo ho. Na yenhwe parliament Brasebejafo tena ase kwa ase tena no budget honorable Dr. Keshe Atoba forcing wo backing kan kire Ghana for no kwan omonam so omugitu mo aso twema mentwi bi bae anasa dey another chede hu say speaker of parliament right honorable Kwabena on refer afenyo market my privileges committee what was it dear potine see if I kondra na fire mbesi ne akoso
Yo, Ukaya, say 2 weeks ago, and the Minister for Finance, Honorable Kesla 2000, or the budget, man, Pinyatria Manual, so make kind of minor, and Parliament and her and or that kind. Now, Kyrie, according to parliamentary proceedings, or say, my members of Parliament, my Shibeja for omutina so na omu debate issues no an kind na debate omu debate ba na se no comment different ni say won say omu debate you ayana ye fa vote so moji to so enti engine na say moji to na say moji ntum ba comment no ye pass comment asan anya do moto so aba is the difference no the kind no okay maybe no mashibeje from fi ha no omobo for yata budget egu so obe kai pa but this time no and this ye pass comment here asa anya do meto so aba na ne moto so aba ne appropriations ahodo no ebia ministry ni state agencies ahodo mo budget no and na moto so aba say engine to mana say engine to into difference awo no into over the period no both the minority side and majority side in no obia from committee to the various committees into the finance for some become some ranking in the chairman no can be bank this time bank benches in omunya akwanya ebimu to me commentary or contributed to the debate baby minya 5 minutes do so 10 minutes be so 15 minutes and leadership no more munya 1 hour na say honorable afeni marking any Mahama Ayariga enwa omakwa leaders no omuso na eduya say no omde masam to jana me from my observation ya me hu ni say dan no say omoye comment and after debate na emuche na kwa say yen mreso we ne ye mumum mreso munya hwe na mumum mreso munya hwe na ya ba na ye that was the nature of the debate and say personally I wasn't so enthused about the level of debate and because personally now who sent acquire two parts than they don't really tackle the issues as also and commotor but and a combine and I know about feeling marking the drone so no the two just send an accuse the government the current government so much that enye we Ghana for omushebo saying women's development bank omushebo say 24-hour economy omushebo saying omepe ejuma ama ankwan amemunu youth mo Ghana ha omushebo ahodo bebre a ono ohwe na fam dia amu minority omustand saying ehia dia ehese ekuyi crowd so accuse the finance minister saying statistics ahodo ni data ahodo di ba parliament no na say omo from omo research ahodo my na say no kwebie nim enkanka free pad omo distribute ama school girls who school ahodo no the to just send number di ba na say omo mathematically no mo tuna see omo math na say pad ba could be 45 Ghana so they be nya dia woko market about top part bako 45 cities no can na every na Mahama Yariga ono leader of the house or some majority leader also the media buyer just already say nyama bebre na yes unku enwa we no say Mahama Yariga yin say o Muslim ni but enwa they say odani osofo na say o kutu the Bible na say yes Zacchaeus say mamu nim Zacchaeus na say Yesu ebesia or tax collector on saying on onye tindia o cheze no so ko fudia na ohu Yesu su hu no ka senti on system all the Zacchaeus etutu ye finance minister wabetwum ko ye kenofuriata na etese o cheze senior Zacchaeus o si free ye ebiaso no ye kenofuriata bi o se bia no no so nsimbra fam ombra Ghana ha se senior na Zacchaeus ye tax ahodo o ji fi amanfo nse ma na ni se oje no odi obusika ma on back no kenofuriata so mbra Ghana se undi boni bia obenya ne ho na se wajiji amanfo tax na se wan fasika no so anya hweso ndie omuso ombeche no odi sa analogy no edituja na etese na se kwaba ni na ne se omo majority afem no budget honorable is at force na di buy na budget ebe create ejuma ama Ghana for o ka push agenda o sinte no kan mo hwe ni mo say some 400,000 jobs ometimi create schools ahodo any hospitals ahodo akwan ahodo NDC aban no person musi in the year 2026 no na it say when na ya dia ebetumi create jobs o mo hwe nim say o mewie no na it say afi no be kwa year 2026 no metumi create be say 800,000 jobs na it say budget honorable kisela to force no di buy no na it say budget enkanka ohwe express road omampini John the manipa mahama opese osi efi enkan Kumasi na say omutimi siria 2 hours from Accra to Kumasi and ade ebi ensida na say ono so odinenum asen tuja owie no na finance minister honorable Kisla to force no so senti osheni office nyina no na debate no tie enkanka minority for no omo kansen be bra na say no kwebi enim kontombo nkra na omo ekan na say one after the other or the tuja inaccuracies are or no from his perspective tuja free power distribution is say or kasenti and some be the tuja and enye no clear or the figure no tuja senti and na dey cry part no cry no omo calculations on mine no ebikra ebi niwa net say ebru 15 cedis or the two eja and already issue back or say na Kumasi express radio mahama opposite osi ma se be dwani bi wo fiwa na say wa track ta 10 dia kuma ma penyi senti money is akwa no kra na say we see taxpayers money na say na she was quite surprised senti obia esi ekwanya ebema onu ani constituent amu Ashanti region honuma ebetimi expand Ghana economy no because linking Kumasi, which is the second largest city in the country and population in Maniama to Accra, which is the largest city in the country and say omutimi sisa akwanwe ebe expand the economy no ebe create ejuma bebre ama Ghana for momaye eni nkikanwa na say obi tumi trust akata no de kuma omanpen de na say na ojunwa na ontiase odidi ne tuja enna edino akoye former road minister honorable Asenso Boachia na say eno so ehun se mba enti obuye no na say ni ekosi ano no senti budget no ehun comment ni nyamanyama no omu de wi a na say from external aircraft ni ehwe ni mo any appropriation bills ahodo a ombeba be take ministry to ministry si am no kase no ministers be go around our money committees no bon komo money committees no meeting na omo ni mo senti committee level no ometina approve on various budget from next week na committees no the report no aba the plenary and say to collectively no omina to me access omeji sa budget na tuma na say omonjintum speak about green so the ruling eba ewo honorable afem nyumaki and obekaya honorable Mahama Yariga also the complaint the eba saying say ECOWAS parliament na no mukoyi na it say nyama BCA na it say egu Ghana parliament no fee and I say egu on mine no fee and because say omuko ECOWAS parliament when you own intenti parliament pass resolution center honorable afem marking nya de obetimi aka delegation no na o standing orders no na it say source no na most of them from the minority side no Omdima a deputy minority leader. Any a demo Mukika town, and minority leader. But a majority leader sooner or leader or more a ECOWAS parliament. And Concosi sense of Mukoya and HSA, a year honorable affair marking, also it's in India and HSA. Mukaya sensitive, Udin, Tinya, between your baby, or more a courier and on HSA, ECOWAS parliament to Grand Uncle say, or necessary in Ghanaian delegation, and order to just, hey, we're quite there. Some years are mistaken, and net one swear in Ghanaian delegation of from Baba. On no Baba Ghana, now we're passing resolution, now we're making sure senti Ghana a year parliament on better so about Ghana, ya 3 uncra FA ECOWAS parliament, no, Southwest no the man one, I say, and son of Mutimi swear in a year Ghana new delegation to the ECOWAS parliament. And no, and as Kabab and said, what's not the Adrian senti. No crack, on only preliminary investigation or an be in primary fashion, no, this issue of one HSA. I refer the case and I honorable affair marking to the Privileges Committee of Parliament and HSA on call inquiry in senior CEO or Honoma HSA. Was a committee so among further investigation among Falgana Mano among fast standing orders, no any circumstances leading to the event. Now, Omuria Omudio report any recommendation about a Ghana Mashabejo firma almost collectively no or might decided whether they'll go by the committee's recommendation and I say something different from the plenary. And also Kaya Pandai so a wholesome eba and run HSA. And Chibiana a Tamale High Court or the rules by Senti. A yet Pandai sit no, but the claim of vacancy within 30 days or more organizing rerun a year Pandai constituency one. And also minority majority chief whip honorable Nelson the Fiamapo. And I know the two just sent a year and that Wednesday no Casenti Pandai Empino a year honorable Nam no all ma on and contributed to the debate on the budget statements no. And no and as speaker back then no the two just say honorable Nam on the boni bia senti waba mache BJF na opese on also contributed to the debate because case this year no wa file stay of executioner or 7 days period Sanyaman na betimi after 7 days no 7th day no ohuntimi anya hu bibia na itefe enu na ontimi and participating Ansah na enu bedru there he is a legitimate member of parliament obetimi aba mashebejefi edi nejuma enti enu na emra esiye enu no se ene na yede yebo yehu ekọ the Black Star Square the leadership of parliament including Speaker Bobie, Deputy Speaker and the second Deputy Speaker any members of parliament when you now kuja ye mame nana kunedu ajma Rollins kwanya na eche se omuso mdo menum send the tuja the na me no mbon komo no ka sense oh particularly on say that time the nom the na no muso na eche se nana kunedu mo hwe no TV so nke kan but na moment na so mo tie tribute a hold am for abeka na eche se mame no truly no she is the mother of Ghana's fourth democracy or Ghana's fourth democratic dispensation currently enjoy okuma osheni nyama bibraba yet it's fair December movement na bebrina crate bebrina it's a school club bebre kanka yemma bebre omo mema na enye na daro man ka leadership krano omontumi ntc bia na etese ono so esuo enti and if you any yesamba eye mashebejo fia eye the leader of the house, Mahama Yariga. Business for the ensuing week or the 2 years. Next, I say, multi-trillion American can say, next week, a more TB appropriation bills. But so essential, my should be and say, a year, Dano, a year minority for no more currency, galamsey, echo so, members of Monfair, a year minister for a year environment and natural resources, any minister for lands and natural resources. Some the year no send all fighting Yalamsi Okruma and no enemy Mahama Yariga said and then put it ma bremo. Maybe I'm a bit Fiana Galamsi. Mumbe now Muso Casa Galamsi. Galamsi echoes to more constituencies. And then I found Mumunia way no multinational police meetings sent to see me see a Galamsua Mochino or see me see a year we Mumunia way na mutimi share a year I am for more Mukubo and I'm constituencies Mumunye we na moye ma afa eye illegal mining na ekoso e wo mu konso onya hwe bia da mo so ma begina minister na mo bank of na mo tumi no kra mo tumi nyehwa na ma se begifia de bia mo ba na mo ye de chu na eye natural resource minister e den na mo so mo ye afon o challenge o mo senti mo so mo starting ye bibi farm because o mine ye nyina ye dia constituencies no mo so mo dia na se bibi koso na senya o se mo so mutumbo muhumode na ofte musumutuni eyehu bibi ansana musumaba mashebeje fema na musu mutumi de ni collective no musumu ahwe no mutumi aya sena illegal mining na ekoso okroma no omo etumu eja eno na eye Patricia Apeje eye deputy minority leader no so eye press conference ni area Okasenti Okasafa eye honorable Afenyo Markin ni referral to the eye privileges committee no was senti senior kosi ne senti omo efe ne senti ono no say or representing eye Ghana's parliament was school's parliament pay the standing orders no eye no kre onyayanka obeye but senior eye honorable Afenyo Markin wakoye one of the deputy speakers Kuwas parliament no or no senior honorable Afenyo Markin atwaso or who letters who do the commerce kababim so kababim ebony ni gusta netese anya the cry and say honorable Afenyo Markin no kwa kodi na ejuma Kuwas parliament chance ni na akosisi netese anya the da or hwe ni mo senti yes kababim obeye hu obeye should do something about it. Nature showing more sense and on meso and no dear osusu senti ebia wa payobi and a majority NDC side no omo ya and some person creative division minority from NSS nini anjun kwa. Before I take leave of you know another incident that AC you know say honorable Nelson Rocks in the Fiamepo on also a press conference and Chibiana Meno the cafe and all say Pandai seat no no and we no sense minority for no it is a mark concern with bra and no cre if I start Pandai on say a judgment or the bias or my that's some person who judge no fee encounter and any parliament no military sansem na bat no de yes Pandai on no mumbra or but nangasawa necessary we run or mucho mountain ebe basa sa asisi enye dia NDC for ohwe nyamapa ani akwanya wodia tutu so a eye omani economy bi omuditum se eno na every election enye dia omuye mashe bigefi and ebe renew omu state na eno so ni sema esi ena en timetumi aka se na nia esi no na mabo so tofa ega ma wo no.
Well, Kakali, Madam Wasipa, sir, wait me, Akekani, Oma Bomo, a church reania, a she, Effie, and Dra, a babesine. My jaw near Fau and Sianum, Bibinia, Wadama, actually a Bessai Edding Como, Kakali, Edase.
You.
Well, Ebusha, near Corso, and Brasaba Jeffie, Kakali, Canina, Emphony, Ede, Amayende, Breading tea, ye bedin como smart yawa, Yabako Pandai, na ensemwa ekosworum but honorable speaker of parliament right honorable Bobie say matundam yenjano 1st December nyanso ente or still no oyembrashe bedweni obetumi abahonom on the floor of parliament debate BBS so bia but December 1st nyanso a na actually say no that's 7 days or tomato na demand actually say aso enonti yebehwe ehonso Fe besha ensamwa minority ni so ka minority ni say judiciary no ye adwuma ede ama aban judiciary no ye adwuma ede ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene naban ye behwe minorities accusation yeah na yahwe eno so mama fa unshashe Prince, at the say,
Nyadom the NDC for Aban Papa.
So nice one. Mamma Minia, so Akwaba. Mequaminia.
Yeah, good morning.
We are in the afternoon.
Hey,
That's good morning. Now, also, so but I am Also, anope bia usi station.
Anyway.
Good
evening, good evening.
Good evening. Mpombo ko.
Yeah, me Adam na won so ye.
Adom pa.
Mo nsa obo ejuma ni.
Nkakrakra ye be.
So obo ejuma.
Ye dase.
Ghana so dase.
Oh. Madawroma.
Ghana dase.
Madawroma. Ati Prince. Mayenhwe yankwa kwandae na yenhwe ensem baako mienu ne akoto ne kan ye ne adwene bia ebi kura se mafia work na NDC ompeso omugu MPP entina womo ye ne saa no ete Matthew Nyindam sisia no odaso ye mbrahye bedweni until say 1st of December no ebeso na efe ne wo honom no enti yewie no ane yebehwe minority gives judicial this omo ye adwuma ede ama ede say abain no eti your take on that.
All right, me that's no macha me bra pani Malik and Malik Fari onyabo Malik as Malik Basantalinia and I say me bra bebe shata
where Malik Adama ana
Adama me chia madam for so hwe e fe no Nula Mercy Flips you say the dinner de pa say the dinner de na sa ne ho so ye fe very nice girl so hwe and I'm saying for Kenya we
Prince is say number hu ya ufe
oh David me ka
Prince
wadamfo
sa
Nula oti
o ma sha nkoma to abrabo so
o was otie me na
our campus ana
bajo or East Legon
East Legon I see
na by before because my member panyi bia ba so won say say President John Dramani Mahama and as on one point the car say the term we legacy system be say all judging to na o hwe be 11 months mo yenya ekoya ye born about say o yade and o yade san say appointees so yade enti ebra ye boy John Dramani Mahama the president abaso e fata say be say abo appointees no so abaso they say mo na mo yi adwuma president animu abanyam and one of them among say obo adwuma ye pa ye Kokosa Faje honorable Alex Kokosa Faje onim na
Alex Kokosa Faje
registrar scholarship secretariat
okay
obo adwuma ye pa
okay
won say oba ye embre bia na atwa MPP for abreso scholarship won tin ho asem so opportunity bi bakura ba na obeta na say nkofo bia kodi China omo kodi Morocco omo kodi Russia ba wo ba wo hwe the level of transparency or the abaho innovation like a highly innovative gentleman ideas I bring up because once I realize and say abani boka bibiri enti so opo bi na manage such a secretariat I also for bia na adi mo bill na only countries bit man negotiate bilateral agreement so can say me man for be sunya ade wo trumasi wa adi mo bill a country be say Russia ye mo sa kwan no
that
na so oba ye na me no ka say what me I ensure say man nya some bilateral scholarship programs I'm a student to be Morocco and I mean can say over 28 students or Marco and I don't know you're transparent to
last week you create Bitcoin
Algeria or more I want to pen and once and say transparency no the about say you trap pictures or moko do airport you trap picture depend nim da ho and kwala we na mia ya adon e de o moko bia Algeria mo moko sunya de enti wo a wo say bia kwala e bia nipa ko mo student so wo hu mo nim obetu a trace o mo and as only move we say abranti we crowd new student on school da it e ban say na ko ha say nti oye na duma French in Russia so and no the be ko papa na obo aduma na mi sha na ko ni chen krampa de obesi abie ni do ama na watie wasem se wontimi mboa wa na wosan che say we de enye me outfit ya aduma nti mesro say bia ko abranti we nchen okọ ni nchen a ya kasa me fo be friend
ya nkokrafo no nso manyan bi na
obeboa nti Alex Kokosa Faje honorable register the Ghana scholarship secretariat na mi sure na aduma power boy na masa cha abranti ba ko ni aduma Desmond Tutu abranti is fantastically router say assembly here no ya ka share no obeye ni obeye bi atima boa
Desmond
Tutu a fantastic router or a fantastic guy or shares
I see
information be to ha India bansi scholarship we na better Ghana for apply e be da ho enya fe na WhatsApp group ba ku bi na me ko tum da be Ghana for ina omo wie so a omo atwanfo ni nipa na ye de omo kono omo nie omo parents ko tin ko jam airport we reset agenda na ya promise enti honorable Alexander Kokua Safwa the air reset Ghana Scholarship Secretariat.
Okay.
Enti party sep NDC for say Ghana for.
Why not?
Yes, enti we party na scholarship ne bana o apply no nyanko an dia ye bebo.
Yeah.
Enti honorable the obi ni dos. Me empire say nyamisha no ton ko so yin sa adwuma no.
Amen.
Ye ko topic no so you see mama kakra na yesi no. Okay, honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin or minority leader. I'm very disappointed in him.
Why?
Because me who say you'll be a bam ransoma or ya dear. And Opo be or you see the word posterity and a president that be a and I best president. Okay, say BTG or see oh best bad president and at the court only said not long ago, about 11 months ago. Now open the popular statement and as a slogan of the MPP I go to court.
Yeah.
Adi babies we are go to court. They are raising and say court na yadi mrano and to me among we say obeti ma prepare yo aba. Afis assemble na yadi court. Na court adi assemble na anko senior open na. You can try as much as possible to criticize the ruling. Ghana mama na mo ho kwan say judge the ruling ba obeti ma criticize the ruling of the judge. Oye nipa. If you can disagree, okay say abron the case. E ba ya judge ni try to compare as though human rights and yepe. The whole government communication minister, honorable Felix Kwachofosu, Eka said no judge on any arguing ruling. Meanwhile, na against MPP person abroad.
Yeah.
But or citing disagreement with the ruling. One case judge one bon judge oh yeah juma MPP and NDC Dabi. Okay say we 2024 election. NDC Obuasi is. Me bra panya wanya ne ba biko. Samuel Abuaje. Only so indicate no winner. Emma asani ko di court ma e dey command MPP for. One will say NDC for say court no e adwuma ma MPP. O ka ko central court. Tachima sa dey call court. Emma court e hweka e true case no kra tugu ye. Yanko nyaba bi anka say the court and the judicial no must be pay masters o ba bia. O hwe eya nsama adoji. Honorable another pre. One for some court. Court and dear man. The court in demand. You can say almost every MPP na.
No.
You can say oh court rule no more dey by any omo nyadwin. But to attack the judicial no, for me, especially I know you be in the history of Ghana. Judiciary was set a record. ABC be that. So when you make
Afenyo Markin
was set a record.
Record ban
no pen in the history of Ghana. What mama the highest court of the land, Supreme Court. Within 2 hours so. Or multi iron panel judges or multi because of a darling boy. In the anti anchor ye probably nanka wa can some for judiciary one and Kenya one about for your marking. Because what the media send go Supreme Court to Supreme Court process of commerce and a Martin case no. That's how they say Friday.
Mekaipa.
Now so and now say honorable Afenyo marking Supreme Court meeting now send so within 2 hours as though before I send the business for phone after Chief Justice Bajo Kajo on Crawford and say asem we be in 2 hours I'm prepare number 10 so as he say bibi Sunday see because we share the manner the pace at which our multimedia constitute the panel to sit on the case now na Ghana ni bia one and all of a sudden 11 months down the line now who will lead the attack against the judiciary. That's the height of hypocrisy. Asem we see what kwandai enye na dey court December na asem we court
yeah December
judge na nipokro sane ye Chief Justice Tokono na usuma ma or say that be man ntina because whatever reason e best known to you on the asane judge we say on di asem no esan say uji Justice Tokono di Tokono so e na asane say judge judge na ntina asem no so our problem yana say 41 police stations into a moon test and into yes nya run meanwhile all share reliefs now and 41 police stations but make actually say oh okay from AI to DR can't about say 41 no na yen hwe hu bibi but apart of the reliefs let's say rerun so kan ho enti actually say election kwan a easy officials o mo ho no okay CI 127 regulation 43 a chiro kwan a efa so collation of results and also results. One for kwan no so means say you compromising the integrity of the election. It is a court to me just say ampa they were about to wait to call no me who say amfa mra kwan so na dey bia amfa mra kwan so I will say anything I will say etwam that's where
amfa mra kwan so na ye to ye no
yes that be kwan of us to declare result equality results na make am
okay
say about to the team and what team Now we are talking about 41 police stations. I gather evidence. Pin shit na mode man and fake. Then declaration results and declare up and
it is established say a fake.
Yes. They say no MPP for one person who say okay 41 or say enya and got 41. I said there be when it's manya ba. There are other ones say be it's manya and say fake. Second thing they say election and declare up and be declare tamale.
Tamale, yeah.
On the blind side of the NDC and I say okay assembly see. Esa say bia basa esi antino. Parties na ya tamale. Now when I bet my making sure say you security ya. You bet my fa declare quality results no. Bibi sansi. Na ebe ho an say tamale e ko che continue si babi. O ma quality na o quality results. Who say you police station agent and a quality center agent for every party.
And yeah, easy officials they declare.
Easy officials no. If your officials one for kwan pass and declare be winner. Currently means the election you've compromised the process.
Are they still not in office?
And me say way. I feel that it's not enough for the courts to declare just a rain run. But also the courts, the way judiciary is answer court city. Say court who say judge or nampona say ukunipa. Won't be your she. Courts and the power say limited in the way say one fans one brand won't be your she. And to me say another suit should be filed say sa easy officials na ya musa yes ano man so no. E say punish mo. Because omo no ya omo kwa swa e ma Ghana I thought that to case no.
Okay.
It's beyond the rail run no. E was say some file charges against them. Say adenti a wouldn't say mran ni. O quality results. Party now omo ye key stakeholder in the election process no. On the blast of that party, what to quality results I declare the young win abra oni ho. One can change omo ni be declare results no. Then all of a sudden you want her to accept the results. Then I respectfully disagree with speaker no kind. Say obey my business and also obey to participate in proceedings. Who say NDC for your objective say ntimi man kwan money and debate no be. Ninti e kasa say court am a ruling nullify election results no. Na okoto aba ade ma ye MP say ya to aba na you. Na ade na ma o power na say atwam a e dey not to hold you as MP. Say between the process now between the period say very run not say MP for me respectfully. It doesn't add up to me.
But do you think yourself and I, obviously you and I were not there, would you say what Speaker Kwabena Walker and family one?
Me say Rampa, what I'm saying is court and even for what he says a speaker kind of I'm able to check that out. I doubt or can say I mean can say but make us say if court are declare say Sebi Obi see that court you can no longer hold yourself as a member of parliament. That declaration effect you can no longer hold yourself as a member of parliament from today. Anna ene nintiana insist want me to keep part in say asem we bisi ona we ya chukwesi only say speaker about your toye abra tama ona abamba we be speaker no want to be nintia want to be ni say court are ruling say kwan fa so enye kwan papa so and I say at that time no court na ka say okay.
But at that time, no, na honorable judge question, na oko parliament and I say
uncle about one kwano clerk of parliament age now can say they have been served with a court order, court process to say ya declare say on to be holding who MP no that day no honorable judge question to me to speak about be.
Yeah.
And to want me to be. Another question you be say at the time na overall parliament uncle be say honorable nyinda na make no. Now the court appeal no because in terms of such example when they say honorable judge question so of filing for stay of execution and then subsequently filing for appeal. Yet speaker but clerk of parliament catch say that appeal me then ya serve or into mu ni wasem. But ni am kata mu say kram say court aka say papa we want me holding who as MPP. That day na yet to say ba no there want me friend who MP nti na want me from who MP away them to speakership election into want man to na court tamale high court so rule say honorable Martin Nyendam why I first year election declare no sorry if first declare no election no yeah who say the process was compromised and for that matter you declare the election result null and void you nullify results now.
That means he has no power.
You have no power. Where common sense. What gave you the power is the election results. Now you come I don't know to me the come. What's in the so to me? Then know to me no. You come. Until from now say yeah run no there. Won't mean can say we are honorable member of parliament for the good people of Pandai. Won't mean can say. entia o hwe honorable Roxin da fema komo kase dabi yam pene ma wo participate in this debate. And I was surprised because on our Fenyo market now original clerk of parliament so say at the time yam pene ma that you question in real house I say because court I say on your MP. Now afraid the same thing as I to my than mo ka say oh ana judiciary be SAP masters. Look, Sana University, that was posterity will be our judge.
Okay.
Posterity they play out. Then you are now with the same say go to court and you are attacking the judiciary. On our for your marking, you are on record. Video evidence is there. You didn't just attack judiciary. Right now, who are attacking the whole police service or security service? Police officer, one fan in some one any. On the sound one any. Video evidence or no man and I'm looking at I told you that investigation reports on one.
Yeah.
And today, all of a sudden, now about around democracy, we must protect our institutions. The same person now New York say a constitutionally sanctioned process. The Chief Justice because of misconduct. Or see there be an attack on our judiciary. Yet the same person is undermining the credibility of our judiciary. Said there are 7 paymasters. That tell you how hypocritical he can be as a leader of the August House of Ghana. It's a meya. Say a leader of parliament. We put up such a statement about not long ago. On a case Ghana, DBS go to court. On ultima court, me see in the history. Ghana and Africa, you been see that. Say Supreme Court will beat me that some corner to a international man. You been see that. Honorable Afenyomaki has been the beneficiary, the highest beneficiary of Ghana judicial system. And so all of a sudden, for you to come out and pretend as though the same judicial norm will serve interest, a grantee was no so much now case so fastest ever. I know the catcher say almost every payment I made the moon say respectfully. I'm disappointed in him.
Okay.
Ray round the bell can die, the NDC will win. Send my boss Erika J. Kaino. MP before so my mistake I say national election on Wetono. I'm national chairmanship election no. We NDC Nikra wait a picket former a back of win city na mom. National chairman NDC na chairman NDC na chairman MPP. Yani abere pa ana mo ka se me di we twato o mo ka se ana ani bre ani ayi no he ade we my fan serious MP for Kelton no for honorable Edem Agban Pacho Mbo o ye NDC ni o ko Kentampon no for MP o ye for Joseph Kwame Kuma NDC ni o ye representation Kentampon North into amount for mo Kentampon of o mo MP no o ntimi ka se Edem Agban na ye NDC ni mi free Kentampon of Edem Agban na ye me MP onye me MP
Dabi
you practice constitutional or parliamentary representation or democratic representation obi represent constituency bi enti won ka say me numbers doors enti me ko sacrifice nkofo representation no won't mean denying nkofo representation because numbers bi awosoro me ka say because me ntimi free can die en ka say MPP we ne kra na NDC MPs doors enti dabi wo pandaya Honorable Edem Agbana MP, although a member of the party, but a representative of a certain constituency.
Of course, yes.
It's a more ways argument. So, men pessimity cry. Therefore, I entitled to a representative or MP. The mere fact says NDC impose 200 MPs in Krana. You cannot deny them that representation. I NDC, you know.
Of course, yes.
And I was almost now more NDC representation. MP, ABA. A black one about a black one. One about a black one, to be called MP, a Juma Pandai until I say Pandai for so you're most so MP or NDC. And Timamus NDC, we only enjoy we now the numbers of Dr. Pacho Yesremo. Okay, young numbers will be a young put to Juma Konicum. May that's be brave.
All right, so Meda was my Prince Kuma. Mamin called Malik Adamaj. Malik, Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, big man.
Yeah, some people are dead in there.
Nyamiado, now on swear.
Adam.
Yes, the other kind measurement chair, the good president.
Okay.
Na oye juma.
Yeah, we are. Wanusia. Mesaya Baunchaya, Yebeko Wesley girls.
That's
fine. Kodi Hong Kong.
That's fine.
Na Yashe.
Yes, nyame shirano. Na mechia ye good professor Ansah. For the first time Ghana yenya female vice president.
Yeah.
Na mechia no. Me bon penso ame Bobie mano.
Ami.
Na mechia ye hwefo ye tiefo ene ya ye wa hanyina mechia obia. Good. Na ohwe DSC or Pandai constituency. Honestly speaking, na it was a basa.
Yes, in fact, basa.
Yes, because I was the happiest person on this earth. Say seat in Ebekoriran. Not because NDC will win the seat. No. But
But what makes you even think that NDC will win the seat?
Oh, of course, the performance of the NDC, which I'll get there.
Okay.
The performance.
Okay, the performance of
the party.
The party.
That's
what
all.
John Dramani Mahama is doing.
That's all. Performance.
Okay.
Obienwa yes so honey eguna no obekatana no.
Obekasompe.
There be nobody.
Okay.
And you know, me I was happy not because we win the seat. No. I'm happy because it's time e was say we are ema nkrofo aya nto aba ma omo. Omo bedane MPs no must stop.
Okay.
And to say irregularities be AC as a result of eno I'm the wrong person and a representing nkrofo and was be representing. Me feel say it is wrong. Because it is wrong, no, Emma, I was happy. Unim, your regulations are a guide all our elections. Now we have a regulation 39 to 43 of the 1992 in 30 or 2020 CI 127. It deals with the collation and declaration of election
results.
Yes.
Okay.
So with this, no, it's a guide. So anything that will happen contrary to the regulation, naturally say atumra.
Okay.
But let's look at this. The same regulation, no, me say share what is said in 40. 40, no, I'll just read it shortly. What is said in the 40. Or say Regulation 40, collation of parliamentary results. It deals with only parliamentary results. Or say, this regulation detailed the procedure for the returning officer to collate the results from all polling stations within a constituency for a parliamentary elections. The collation process occurs in the presence. Hannah, this is what I want to emphasize. The collation process occurs in the presence of the candidates and their agents at the collation center.
Okay.
It simply means, say, the collation process occurs in the present. Until it be seen, any the presence of the candidates and their agents at the collation center. But what happened with Pandai? After the presidential counting, the collation, do parliamentary collation, and Basabasa AC. Basabasa AC no omuri located to Tamale. Tamale omuri allocated to Tamale. No, the other parties were not aware.
Both or one?
All the other parties, there were MPP party there, NDC, and then we have one PPP party also there.
Okay.
Both parties were not aware. Absolutely not aware. Say, I didn't air call Tamale, so they don't know. It was on the blind side. So I didn't call Tamale no, and you could rule Emma the MPP candidate. So you rule my MPP candidate. No, simple and short of it is that the regulation 40 did not follow.
Okay.
And it's a regulation 40
was not applied.
Applied. Okay. So and follow it is
null
illegal,
and void.
Null and void.
Okay.
Now petitioner also know who stated a petitioner or the coin here for inconsistencies contained in the pink sheet because of Uncle yes, I know. And Uncle Fuka say the petition for 41 polling stations, but it's false. When you look at the petitioner, they are relief they wanted. They say the candidate argued that Form 8A, Regulation 32.7 and 39.2 for 41 out of a total of 156 police stations contains some inconsistency. And then the judge in his wisdom ruling, no, Eka said it counterized with consistencies, irregularities, which counterized the whole polling stations. Because when the pensions were brought to the court, in fact, it was full of inconsistency. And to give the election credibility, there must be a rerun for that election. This is what occurred. And say, share what the regulations say, any the AC on the ground, It doesn't tally. Now, let me give our listeners this background. 2020, around Chiriponi, I stand to be corrected of the constituency. We saw a video, which I still have it on my phone.
Okay.
The DCE, and then the then EC boss of that constituency, or more DC in the office, or declare election, Emma the MPP parliamentary candidate. We are no man, congratulations, or raising it, sir, in that small room office.
EC official?
Yes. We still have, I'll forward the video. That's 2020 election. The same 2020 election, either this Kwandai or Saboba, and now see, already pulling a boxes, no ballot boxes, no a quarter for recounting. That recounting never occurred. But you declare MPP candidate no, as winner. Everton Parliament. The same area. That in one area, the same area. And idea character 2020 it occurred. And I believe strongly, sir, the judge is privy to these informations.
Okay.
I believe the judge is privy to this information. So if the judge is privy to this information, now say the documentation now it characterized with inconsistency. Now the constituency EC boss violated the rule completely. Then the best thing, there should be a rerun.
Is to nullify
the whole thing.
Okay.
Because you violated the law.
Okay.
And to stay there, judge in the car say he did that so that there will be credibility on the elections now.
Okay.
Because per the evidence he gathered, Ayedman and Ohun say there should be credibility on that election. And remember, this petition was filed on 23rd December 2024. 23rd December 2024.
23rd December 2024.
2 weeks after the elections.
After the elections, okay.
And it was filed under the MPP. 23rd December. It was filed under the MPP. So it runs from that 23rd December up to somewhere 24th, I think, either 24th or 22nd of November.
Okay.
And a year declare. So imagine 11 months. 11 months and a running. So this verdict can't be, say, the verdict for judge, wants to satisfy the ruling party. No.
Okay.
Absolutely no. But you see, I was disappointed.
Why?
At the legislator. That is the minority leader. Highly disappointed. When him say, or you're officer of the court. And as my brother said, per what we learn, I'm an engineer, not a lawyer, but we criticize rulings. But you don't criticize personalities. Because we Jumadi, at least one way or the other, there can be an error. So we always do. But you don't go that far. Insult the person. Use the word, how can a judge who calls himself a judge sit in his court and misconduct himself in such a manner?
Referring to
the judge. How can a judge who calls himself a judge sit in court and misconduct himself in such a manner?
Too bad.
Look at the word you use. The ruling is unprecedented. Legally troubling. You see, the unprecedented ruling, in 2 hours. Maybe I say Africa, not Africa, the whole world. Yet se obinim asasi weisu. Bebia the superior court a city on case. A case in about within 2 hours. I register a receive. Register the best stampy. And sign a register no a best starting process before you assemble 5 superior judges within 2 hours. No, it's here for someone in Biwa Assassin with you wherever in this country. No, you people should alert us. That is where we saw the unprecedented ruling.
Okay,
and that ruling, you see, utwa the bonia ebikawan. You know what that ruling did?
Utu edubonia
ebikawan. And you know what that ruling did? That ruling at the strategic Cromwell because there were 2 superior court judges. I have vetted omo. They are waiting for parliamentary approval to go to the Supreme Court. Oh, so by Bonino, Emma, they never saw Supreme Court. They never. Omanye, as a result of Afenye markings. And the Supreme Court 2 judges, you mumbon some Afenye markings. An incompetent of the then CG. Sincerely is incompetent. He should have known better. He should have known the institution he's dealing with. He should have known, say, he can destroy this country. Let me give you what Justice Atuguba did. Okay, 2013 petition. Electoral, that's election petition.
Yeah, election petition.
2013. And Sir John, you're citing for contempt. Okay, Sir John was the general secretary.
Yeah.
When him say Sir John, none lawyer, I took a few. Or by I took a two. Are you two? When him say, I'm back court. I create to kasa. I know this some sign be bad say voodoo something. I say he was in the spirit or say son and not Sir John until they should forgive. Omo call conclave by I took my baby. Or see, not that we can't give you custodial sentence, but we consider you are the biggest. We consider you are the secretary of the biggest opposition party. So they factor in complications, security of the country, everything, and then rather gave him a fund as a sentence. You see where the wisdom is. So we expect our verdict, Sometimes oti emma unyansa bi. So mo muti hono mo ya papa no age. Ya uncles mo age. Into mo trust I will 47 years now and then I'm the 60s to 70. So they've seen it all. So they are looking at the peace of the country, not your egoness or what you want. And you see that ruling, the country became peaceful. So I was expecting Araba should have been competent enough to know, say, this is high court. At the end of the day, you send it to high court. And then Tino, me yes say, hey, me call for 2 or a better my bomb. Me yes say a beko. Na shesa na obe manage. But you use 2 hours to destroy the work of the legislator.
Okay.
And at that season, all legislators knew Juma threw out. So we went for an election. That's a bad. Okay. This is the kind of ruling we call what? The bad troubling. It's troubling. It's troubling. And when you say ruling is troubling, these are the rulings we call they are troubling. Because it brought problem. Emma, you lost. And can there two superior court judges by Akufo-Addo, they would have been part of the Supreme Court. But as a result of your character, today they are not there. You understand?
Okay.
So, and in a minute, many speaker I learned a lot from him. Before Obe approved, he said the MP will still be an MP till 1st December. He made this ruling. Or say with the appeal, a court of appeal, when you apply automatically, there is a stay of execution for 7 days. He said it. Or say automatically, it comes with stay of execution for 7 days. He said. So it simple means the Ankebefa former MP. So the MP is no more former. He valid for 7 days. So we will allow him to sit for the 7 days. When the 7 days expire, that is where, which I learned that from the speaker.
Okay. Thank you very much, Malika Dama, NDC communication team member, and and the Prince Kuma. Likewise, and I'm no more dinko, and then you bring the citizen shows way. It's 17 minutes after 5. This topic I have interest in it because some of us we went to schools. Our friends were Muslims. I know Muslims are more. a big or prempe, a be echo me school, Anglican secondary school, many because sixth form, Kumasi High and stuff. I don't know, but now, Prince, come on, what follow that story?
I follow you, Maria Krahu. Usha Ghana, dear back when I had the GAD, and it's religious tolerance. Say, what him say, Chief, my ABC National Cathedral. Say, me kind amount in your
or donate
50,000, 500,000. I mean, me if that.
Or donate, sir. Yeah,
I saw it for me, so my dear. Cramophone, Nipo, a power dog win nano. Isaac, I know chill or die or meaning Christians are Friday or muting on one of which say, Bompire.
Oh, yeah.
And I say, okay, Namagaza, okay, your class, Kobe. And one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, I be paying.
Auntie, Ghana Cram, Poyana drew a beer and say, oh, a Christmas draw. I know tell them what a Cramophone and I say Christians need to do.
Because I know one,
yeah, no one.
May I do maybe I'm to be as me. One more yam to me, baby, I mean to me here all the 30 days. But at least it be a bay 10 days, be 5 days, be near the idea. If I'm strong,
no man, not for Nima, no catch him say, I Salah Ramadan draw. Yeah, now. Or no Cramophone on your fasting. But Papa no allowed no found was there or Cramon on found and I could see or by I say, oh, Sabina no.
Yeah.
Into me, I do, yeah, no, Moon say, yeah, you say, they're trying to create an ocean out of a bottle of water and I say cup of water. I didn't see you, but say,
but here is the case every institution, school, maybe is or was established based on certain principles. What you say? And to be Kaise, one man there were Amas Hamedia Senior High School Kumasi. Even though Amas one of no call no more Fridays, one more back mosque, one more times one day prayers, one more the choir prayers. But there were Christians also there. What you say? Christians, they were not forced to put on the hijab or whatever. Or do the Sana Uko school like Prempe College and our Anglican secondary school. Anglican school.
I say Anglican.
Yes. Yeah, 5. I'm courses for Kumasi High. Utieme. And it's like Kremofo baby or honum. Time was one more bumpire any idea. That discrimination was not there. What you say? So I still don't understand Niako Fasem we
are saying 21, 22. And then that's when I see a question.
But you know,
and there be that's no court. And see, now last time I check, I mean, say, our position not original we take you. I go for a down position, I take you on a matter, like government. Any worker money, even that's a course, because I think it's a Wesley girls now. We are Ramadan fasting now. Almost a woman call on more did. Aha, I say, my woman fasting. Visa, and I'm calling that you're fasting. But the Americans are saying we are training here. A very careful like MP. I say women Yanka court no, when you are seeing free court. My entrance in Cramophone paying for an answer paying for. Then I know my standard.
But doing school be our new rules.
I mean, because
regulations.
When I can, was a bamra or regulation now can. So we can say what is school at my so which is school. Now buying all the school no more buying. I buy your school now. All the case property. So names are there.
But still, the foundations.
Foundation
the schools were built on certain principles,
yes,
and beliefs.
But who is the owner of Wesley Girls? Question so I dare we want is about
Wesley Girls.
Hey, why there? A government of Ghana there and the Church of Methodist there.
What's it? No, a mission school, a Methodist school.
No,
just like St. Augustine, a Catholic school. Just like
say we see school dying. Some missions of Ghana we see on one dying. And I'm buy a chimota near the almost see yache. And I make sure say almost school dying we no. Why not all your schools is like one there.
But don't forget the school was built one
many problem.
The schools were built on certain principles.
Many problem. I saw in this, I'm more reason why we see it. And until schools will be called her. Preface.
So if you can abide by the rules and principles, you can come.
If not, forgive me, let me cross you. Schools are built on principles, which I agree with you, which is perfect. Nobody is changing that principle. Nobody. And it's true, it owns by the Catholic, the churches, but government approve and government support. That is true. And the government support, is even bigger than when they established the school. The government supports. are way, way bigger than even when they established the school. Number one, get fund. ACC hostels, classrooms, buses, something. Even the intervention of government is way, way bigger than established school, right? And then your taxpayer. I don't want to go there.
Okay.
But main train your take for arguing. The reason why people say that is that get fund your VAT. And a VAT, and everybody pays VAT. Because uto petrol VAT wo. Utina trotra no auto petrol VAT wo. Usika no or the top VAT wo. Ufa hato papaya VAT wo. So indirectly no, everybody that's what contributed.
Okay.
Your principle should be there. But what we are saying is that when it comes to religion, the word is religion, the fact that Ube allow Christians to pray, equally allow other religions to also pray. It's finished.
That's got to do with faith. It's faith.
It's faith.
And
That is
belief
all.
matters.
That is all. What is so special about Western girls are you are denying Muslims from fasting. That is our problem. I can say no, they are wrong. What am I saying? That is where we are coming. When you go to Presec Legon, almost mosque crowd are Muslims.
Yeah.
When you even go to the same Cape, Holy Child, me te say do fasting time Roman sisters no, ebwa Muslims no. When it comes to food, yes, other schools they help. So what is the problem? Yes, there was an issue, incident. Now, yes, it doesn't mean you should stop them. It means that there was a negligence somewhere, and it also means that you have to strengthen. Sana Obeya Nyema, Ebema secure. They will be secure, but you don't deny them and then allow your people to be praying. Then you deny them. Selectiveness is wrong. That's where we are coming from. Say, Udi policy ba. Now it affects everyone. That is it. We are okay for it. Say Anglican, I know Anglican very well. Is he Asukwa? Is Anglican Asukwa? Where? But I know the building. Me house neighbor back called Anglican.
Anglican is around between Amakom and Fantino.
Sorry, Amakom and Fantino. That's Amakom. Because you call
Amakom asim Fantino.
You call Amakom ekotofai ekotobidie. On say she bidie biwo. Railway biwo hon with those time. The bidie fu bishishi. I'm talking about 80s, late 80s. So then yes, unim.
Uko race no.
Uko race no. So say she bidie omodi. Timber waste no dishi. Na yekoto e de ko. Down hall. Now, to opposite to hotel. You see, what we are trying to say is that you just admitted, say Anglican, even for you allow the Muslims to pray. Don't you allow them to pray?
Oh, we did. Why not?
Thank you. You allow them to fast, don't you? Then why, Wesley girls, you are denying Muslims to fast and to pray? That is all we are saying. Say, Wesley girls principle said there is no religious activities there in the school, which cut across every religion. So be it. Me de mebeka menim say there's no religious activities. Me de neko. But on can't say Christians should rather pray, but Muslims should shut. And there we will talk.
Discrimination.
When we complain, they brought a communique from the Catholic conference something. Said they own the school.
It's Methodist.
Yes. They own the school. And that word, to me, I thought annoying to use the word we own. Yes, you own it, but it's public.
It's public, yeah.
You own it, but it's public.
So what they were
because
trying to...
only your children
I understand you, but what they were trying to say is this, okay, at our school, we have principles, we have rules, we have regulations, we have laws. So if you can come, if you can't, don't come.
Yes, we abide by your rules, your laws, your rules, we abide. But the laws should not be capriciously used.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to religious affairs. So we say Obia and rosary. My daughter, who will be Muslim, Muslim, will wear the rosary. But time do not be bonfire. Don't deny her. Say Uncle Bonfire, Uncle Srenya, don't deny her. That is where we the Muslims we are coming. And they should stop the word use and say our own. Government intervention is way, way bigger than what they have done for the school. So
we don't know. We don't know the agreement between the school.
I agree, but they should stop winning, baby. Also, those messages, those communicating about out, and about destroy Ghana. You let me give you briefly about Ghana. You know me, my mother is a Christian.
Okay.
Me sitting here, my mother is a die-hard Christian. Die-hard. I have siblings who are Christians, die-hard, very Christian, right? We leave house, Muslims and Christians. Yeah. We marry each other
happily.
Into Ghana, the whole world, I can tell you, Ghana are discriminative. Oh, we are Muslim in Penang way. It doesn't even occur. Pastor ADT. One name their cousin. Pastor date Muslim. Oh, that man can somewhere born you. Make a date doesn't mean they are doing same. They can be friends. Yes, they can be friends. You see, all those things happen. Me, when there are programs in church, we go. Not weddings and co. Some seminars they invite. Some teachings they invite. We go. We listen to Papa Archbishop Dankabia. It's my favorite. I listen to, and I take inspiration. Once a while, we listen to Ajinasari. I listen to Otabe. We listen, but I'm a die-hard Muslim. I have never mixed my prayers, and I will never miss it too. You understand? We are one. Mass had discrimination, more for discrimination. We end back. So some of these statements should not even come. Say we are complaining, no, in sort of welcome us with nice.
But Honorable Haruna Idusu has spoken.
Yes, I get it. Nice solution. Then you come and say, upa member. It's not fair to say
because
so.
We've stayed in harmony
no, it's
for
not long time. You don't have to make that statement. Upa member.
When you because I can be court court one or the with emphatic rules. In time because I say winner and can say yes okay now I better not say. My once what you mean that's in court. Court don't say me the ready I say we are mukwa kumbi. It's my main DB. Because men advice on mo say.
Omun kofi enko sisi.
Because say dey we na can. Okay, yeah sorry. When I sorry no na school. That's true, absolutely true. I saw in the government and school now and we use no. I saw the see. So what take as I take as no free won't me. But then say那question is say what at all will it take from the church and the school if Obi Bompire like then they be free schools. Say I fasting. Me fasting.
Remember sorry but
see government to cry me but I think say it's about time I say government start here mosque. To almost every secondary school.
No, I don't think it's necessary. To me, I don't think it's necessary because there will be argument of young churches. So. Okay, but we Muslim,
already know dining hall near there. No,
yes. There are schools.
Unions and
so convert I dining hall to mosque. You have also
you see where I'm coming from here. Okay. We the Muslim simple. You can take stone. Demarcate. The reason is that in person the problem anti name distraction. About distracted why you'll be confused. And to just cover. We need some place simple. Me more story wager. Before I get to it, there is a church there. Now me will be project. Amano.
We have 8 minutes to
yes, in 30 seconds. Me do hono. Me pack no reba. Ombano. And me ye a day at the bonfire. It's in my car. At the said church, me free a corner. Me first step corner see you. And I me bonfire. Me ablush me jho me bonfire na me nyenye 3 me bonfire 3 we me me hwen na papa bi wure me bam obewi o say ami no can catch me ami enti me me bobo na fi wure me say hey maliku bonfire wa church na mama say oh David nshira ne bebre be me kan bibi na papa ka David nshira ne more be ba church no o chia me say pastor no you see I was now I don't even know how to. It's if I should grab the pastor. It's a mini pastor anything. I'm telling you. Oh, by now, let me tell you one. How me all corner runs? Once me we no be me kaka me we 10. Assalamu alaikum. I'm 10 we be. Me I saw him. So when him say me yes we me 10 right me 10 left we and obey me ami. Oh, count was onim ba kaka ami and I'm say so isn't it nice?
It's nice.
It's in the church. In a church. So what is the problem with those Catholic missionaries who cultural long thing? They say we own the church. No, don't do that. Who pays the teachers?
I mean, come forward.
No, who pays the teachers?
It's the government. It's the government.
That's what the government has. Government ne take woman yen take woman is bigger than those who establish the church.
And I made the maker say,
okay,
we na enyasem kesi bia. Asori moto this for. The best one we na ne Muslim for Ansah bra. Some member no understand and money munya den. Entire school na oba. Human being who say the human being na. Enyabo obusia de kenu. Obi ba school mu am so little. Nipa no onja religion no ofio. Or the bus school mu. Onja no entrance ho. Nti e den ya send na school ahomacho person bo mpa asande person kwa so. Won timi ka say onya do school mu what asori no. No. Nti obi so ba ho no ma. Ramadan e bia fast no ye no ofi. Obe do school mu so person wo ye. Na say won so man nya e be de Accra. Nti am mesro mo say yesre. We na ye hunu from the light of enyemra simple. Yeah, about just respecting me nuani or a brother say obon paye. Okay, e be bo akra ma paye na akona nim. Enya about mra we say mra we da bi. Say na na kan. Anko bit na say me property church any property. About say obon paye wa say we ye hwan.
But obi esa na am say na ontinya me soma se na onim nyankopon so.
Correct. But na me ka say we say me ka say e mra kwan so people ka say me property na we bon paye wo so no. And also be gina ha ba joko. That's mra kwan so. But just common sense and wisdom. But you say, where come on?
But say, be so Malik in so, be na, obi baka say, oh, you're carefully, carefully, I'm on free home.
Yes, I David. One of them say, yes, sir. Most day, you'll be a few. Who stay and Crawford Muchin, you know, or Mutimi, I could be even be a Christian, be a pastor, and I will hate the Quran. Not say, oh, Ramos, we will welcome you. I'm telling you. The only thing is that be holy before you enter.
Okay.
So be holy. Because Abraham, he is holy. Indirectly, that's a way jari before the good Lord. So be holy before you enter. No pen ever my best stop you. And then no, and yet because you're a pastor, even me, Malik, if I'm not holy, I'll not enter. That is the thing now. So just be holy.
And that minister for education, better is paying for. Sorry, paying for more Ghana. I'm going to come for national chief for mom. I'm going to
when they should just reverse it. Nobody should speak to them. They should just reverse it.
About school. Maybe I wouldn't say okay. Kwalambi was 16 years. Because the same Kwalambi was senior high school. 15 years.
Maybe one was
14 years.
Yeah, 14 years.
Yeah, share the health implications. Okay, we'll be 15 years, 14 years. Or yeah, fasting, 30 good days. Okay, quite better. I ever saw manage this. I don't know. So I can so almost in 20 years. We'll be 15 years out of religion. But man, your passion for fasting. In the course of fasting, maybe tuna there was the same people come and say in school no anye enti diligence. Oh, 18 years, 25, 30 years are different. But over 15 years, no, so I fast 30 good days. Then I do 2 of schools. No,
so there must be a dialogue.
A dialogue. You see, the issue is that they all can air correct. I didn't say a religion. There is a time spiritual exercise, which is the fasting. And in the school, no, I think they can take it upon themselves. Every house mistress, what you say, on fast, you can report to the house mistress. Oh, nipa train house mistress will take obe concentrate or to send a ma.
Because they make provision.
Yes, they are no parents, diaba, and I invite their parents. Move for near more the fasting and bra. Say so that what dream be call moso because I will feel cry. I dream with parents. I dream calls. Remember, we're fasting now. We concentrate on ourselves. Yeah, thought the edible break it, the edible. You get it. And what I'm trying to say is that let's plan for them. Yes, sir.
Mama me kwa do azumi. Mama me kwa do azumi pa.
Eti asana my man yes. Eti ka say enya senkesi.
Yeah. And na wonim. My ensi akonya se ekokan. Omo ankasa. They should just reflect among themselves. Not most
the idea be crab fantastic here. So to me, I think there should still be a dialogue.
Among themselves, Christians, so they can say, okay,
now
this the schools, it's fine.
I don't for quote here, Massa. On which Korean Arabic, baby say open on po am show more
but you ma call church so
yes
that's it
but internal principles no also can
what say me boss back on call Prempeh College
yes
na Prempeh College you know Muslims wo ho ifo wo ho
yes
wo mo bibia time no so mo ya azumi fast na ya mo kwan
that's all
am mo
that is all
and the secondary school same
that is all
Kumasi High same
that is all asa principle no ena ye me ya wo de na ama ma me so menya
na me de haka nani
magana ya kare
to Malika Dama mami na wase adwumbrey Malika Dama communications team member de ma NDC likewise Prince Kuma as well omun na be kan sam ne omu din komo adwumbrey se utie mi a opa bisia kakra to bottom abraboni mu ayede sika ho ayede ye de na ekoso me pa che bills microcredit say bombodi afa o Ghana card pa o se wonju one kan tell say betususu one kan kire wo say fa ejapade bi besia wowa on kan kire wo say na kope obi man ndi wechi fa wo ka papers bra fa wo dai wasase o se dabi nya wo hia wo nchen ya de ba kope o Ghana card the Ghana card ne ba wo ma obesia ma obrem wetuatua ne kakran until no deposit no savings no so required Mr. Fred Bills microcredit and it was 059 69 2833 listen to me 059 69 2833 alternatively on 0302 200 390 0302 200 390 na one Bills microcredit for ending komo enkasa sisia na ono mboa abusua medi any kechire kwesi apia apreku nyame tiase frame otafrija ebre aso anche yekọ na yakọ akoje ensase pa nibi adi ba bia wo bia no emfa wo nsanka we fidie no mane na he ya na ma me brekuma bi everyone likes his candidature. NDC also loves Ayariga Pa and ye mansone semna memejina yina langati semnena no unim said ye fear de bia me yemano and then me yen sans so ediamao ebusia akwaba
ye nua o papa
na pombo ko de
adom ne omobro ne ahwe yi yesu adom na wo
adom wodi ache pa me hwekrata kakraka tentin da wenimi a yese ni na no o dwere Ghana fo ho dwere ye ho be ma ye sase papa bi ato
sa pepe papa
and if I enkwe
me da wase ye be ma etiefo ane ahwefo nyina ache aha adwo ene akwaba e de aba Accra 100.5 so na chese ebra so ye Benji Estate and Investment